What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
This is the OPS pregame report.
The stands are getting packed up for a matchup on homecoming night between two of the top 5 teams in the SAC as the 3-2 Homestead Spartans host the 3-2 Northside Legends. Good evening and welcome into the booth. I'm Anthony Gery alongside sports analyst Braxton Hall and Braxton. Right now, Homestead and Northside are on complete opposite sides of the spectrum as Homestead is coming off 2 tough losses and Northside off 2 huge wins.
Yeah, Northside has been playing some of their best ball these last couple of weeks, while Homestead has really been struggling, especially on the defensive side of the ball against Snyder last week.
And now let's get into the OPS pregame show, starting by taking a look at the last week's matchups between Homestead and Northside. And last week, Homestead really had it handed to them versus the Snyder Panthers.
Yeah, it was a big game for Snyder's. Luke Happert had 185 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air from the QB position, aided by Uriah Buchanan having 190 yards and 3 touchdowns at running back. Homestead struggled, but Slavin still had a solid game with over 150 passing yards and 2 touchdowns.
Homestead really had their struggles last week, but Payne Slavin definitely looked solid. On the other hand, Northside played a spectacular game versus Bishop Luers, winning 42-16.
Yeah, it was a big win for Northside, including 180 yards and a rush touchdown from their QB Dickerson, 283 yards and 3 touchdowns from Jonte Lambert, and 5 receptions for 104 yards from Bronte Johnson.
Bronte Johnson truly is a special player, one of the best players, if not the best, in the SAC, and we'll talk about him a little bit later. Now, in years past, this has not been a series that many would consider to be a competitive one, with Homestead versus Northside's all-time record standing at 8-0. But all things are looking towards Northside having their best shot at a win over the Spartans in the history of their matchup tonight.
Yeah, Homestead has won the last 3 meetings by a combined 88 points. However, like you said, Anthony, Northside has a good chance to finally get in the win column for this series here tonight.
And with that, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll go into detail about the matchup today between the Homestead Spartans and the Northside Legends. You're watching the OPS pregame show on Homestead Live.
Rethink your limits.
Welcome back to the OPS pregame show. I'm Anthony Gery alongside Braxton Hall, and now we're going to get to talk about the stud 4-star receiver for the Legends, Bronte Johnson. Bronte has received offers from the cream of the crop in the area, including Penn State, Michigan State, and Notre Dame.
Yeah, you said it, Anthony. This guy is a stud, and so far in the year, he has 27 receptions for a total of 427 yards, averaging just under 16 yards per catch, as well as having 3 touchdowns on the season. And this guy is only a junior, and he has 14 D1 offers already.
Bronte Johnson truly is a special player, and we've been looking forward to seeing him play at the highest level for years now. He's appeared on the radar as a freshman, as a huge prospect, and now he's really living up to the hype.
Yeah, Northside's really going to need him to show out tonight in what is probably going to be a very high-scoring affair. If he can get a few touchdowns or even just a lot of yards, it'll really help them.
Bronte Johnson, two-way player too. He plays safety for Northside, and now we're going to take a look at the SAC standings heading into Week 6. And as you can see, after Homestead lost to Snyder last week, there's pretty much no way for Carroll to lose the conference, with Carroll having already beaten Snyder.
Yeah, and with Carroll holding that tiebreaker over Snyder, they virtually hold a 2-game lead over the entire conference. And like you said, it would take a lot for them to fail to win the conference. And the way they have played so far this year, I think they have a high chance of going undefeated.
Carroll has already beaten Snyder, Northside, and Bishop Dwenger, the 2, 3, and 4 teams in the SAC. They have a tough game against Homestead next week, but other than that, they would have to lose to 2 of the lower teams in the SAC for them to lose the conference on top of losing to Homestead. It really just doesn't look probable.
Yeah, Carroll really looks set up good to win the conference and bring home the SAC bell.
So far, they've been led by sophomore Jimmy Sullivan, who has played a phenomenal game as only a sophomore as the quarterback. What a season for him so far.
Yeah, a great season. He's had great targets to throw to as well, and that's bringing up his yard totals and his touchdown totals. And that's what Carroll needs to clinch the title.
And with that, we're going to wrap up the OPS pregame show. It's been a pleasure hosting you guys to start off this Homestead Live broadcast. When we come back, it'll be Noah Johanningsmeier sitting down with Coach Zolman to hear his thoughts on tonight's game. You're watching the Homestead Spartan football game on Homestead Live.
Welcome back to the OPS pregame show. I'm Noah Johanningsmeier, and I'm now joined by Homestead football head coach Chad Zolman. And coach, last week a loss to the Snyder Panthers for a second straight loss in the SAC. 2 straight losses are rare here at Homestead, and right now you're in the middle of a very difficult 4-game stretch. What have you been doing to keep team confidence up?
Just practicing hard. You know, there's only one reaction. It's just to go back to work and try to make yourself better and see the things that you are flawed in and try to get better at them. So that's what we've done. The kids have done a great job this week of preparing and working really hard.
And in the past 2 games, we have seen both offense and defense have their moments, but they've struggled with consistency. From a coach's perspective, what do you feel this team needs to improve on to get back in the win column?
We need to put a game together offensively and defensively. Like you mentioned, I think there's a lot of good things that we've done on both sides of the ball, but I don't know that we've done them all at the same time. So it's consistency on both sides. It's starting fast on both sides of the ball and making sure that we're playing hard all the time. And I think that's the key for us.
And for your opponent tonight, the Northside Legends, it's not that often that you have to focus on 1 or 2 guys, but tonight there are 2 great SAC playmakers with Bronte Johnson and Jonte Lambert. How tough is it to prepare for a team that can gain big yards both through the air and on the ground?
Yeah, they're probably the most talented receiver, running back combination we see in the conference. And I think the job is difficult, and we have to make sure that we're playing really good defense both in the air and on the run. And so it's a big challenge for us.
Thanks for joining me in the studio, Coach. Always a pleasure. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
And we'll return with more of the OPS Spartan Football pregame show after these short messages.
Southwest Allen County Schools is our home. Home to dedicated staff, passionate teachers, and a generous community that values and supports education. We believe our culture of learning embraces change, flexibility, and innovation. We believe our schools serve as the hub of our diverse community. We value hard work, attention to craft, and tenacity. We ask questions, share ideas, and work together to find new ways to do new things, great things, for our students, for our district, and for our community. In partnership with parents, we believe learning encompasses critical thinking, creative thinking, collaboration, communication, citizenship, and resiliency. We take pride in our successes and share in our accomplishments. We are Southwest Allen County Schools, preparing today's learners for tomorrow's opportunities.
Hello and welcome to Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium. I'm Noah Johanningsmeier, being joined alongside Noah Lancz. And today, Noah, we are going to see two teams on completely different trajectories face off head-to-head. These two teams, one, the Homestead Spartans, lost each of their last two games, and the Northside Legends, this is a team that has won each of their last two games by 26 or more points.
Yeah, these two teams are going completely opposite ways right now. As you said, the Legends are playing really well right now as the Spartans have lost their last two games. So Spartans took care of business in their first three games, struggled with the harder schedule. They're still right in the middle of that harder schedule. Then on the other side, the Legends started off the season with the three hardest games of the year, three of the best teams in the SAC. But they handled pretty well relative. You see they beat Dwenger. Little shocking there, but then they had really good and close games, one-possession games against Snyder and Carroll, and then took care of business with Wayne and Lewis. This Northside team is looking really good coming into this one.
And how about the Northside Legends in that Dwenger game? They were down 20-6, but made a comeback, won that one 32-27. They are definitely a very talented squad that is going to put up a great fight against the Spartans. And when you look at each of these two teams' loaded offenses, you see one guy standing out for each. On the Legends, it is running back Jonte Lambert, who has over 1,000 all-purpose yards and 8 touchdowns on the season already.
Lambert has been so good this year. You see just under 8 yards per carry, and he's had 119 carries, almost the same amount as he did a year ago. He had 120 carries. He's already got more yards, the same amount of touchdowns. He stepped into a bigger role this year, and he's done very well.
And for the Spartans, it is Brett Fox who does it both in the run game and the pass game.
Fox also stepping into a larger role. Last year he didn't start. This year he is. He's been a running back and a slot wide receiver, switching back and forth. He's also run the ball very well, over 8 yards better than Lambert, but he has less carries than Lambert, just showing you he's so good. And then he's been getting a lot of screen passes, post routes. You'll see a lot of that tonight.
And we're going to be sending it down to the sideline as sideline reporter Anthony Gery is with Coach Chad Zolman. Thanks, Anthony. And for the Legends in this matchup, this is one that they have never been able to win before. In fact, the closest of these 8 matchups came in the 2020 season when Homestead won 56-36. But this season's matchup has a completely different feeling to it, as both teams enter with the same record of 3-2, while the Sagarin ratings also indicate that the Legends are ranked 38 spots higher in the state than the Spartans.
You've got to think that the Legends are the favorite going into this game just based on the trajectories of these two teams coming into this one. Northside has a lot more confidence than the Spartans, who have lost 2 in a row, and they've got that motivation as they have never beat the Spartans. Come in here at Homestead's own field and beat them.
And as we are now just moments away from kickoff in this ball game, we're going to go to keys to the game in this one. Noah, what are your keys to the game for each of these squads?
Well, offensively for the Spartans, they're going to have to keep up with the scoring for Northside. Northside has a very explosive offense, and Homestead's going to need to just keep on scoring and keep the gas on the pedal. And then defensively for the Spartans, they need to slow down the run game. You saw earlier the stats from Lambert. He's been so good this year. You have to find a way to contain him. Don't let him get loose or else he's going to be gone. Then offensively for Northside, Jonte and Bronte are going to be the 2 main guys for them. They need to feed Lambert as much as they can, and that'll open up the pass game after that. And then defensively pressure Slavin. Peyton Slavin has not done well with pressure. It's forced them to make some bad decisions, and if the Legends can get a lot of pressure on him, I think they'll do pretty well in this one.
Yeah, and you were just talking about how slowing down the run game for Northside is going to be so vital for the Spartans. Well, they weren't able to do that much last week against the Panthers. The Panthers really were able to get the run game flowing all night long, and that's really what opened it up and made it very difficult for the Spartans last week. And hopefully that defensive line for the Spartans could be able to slow it down this week.
Well, I think that's why the Legends are going to try to attack that defensive line as much as possible. That defense overall really struggled last week, giving up 52 points. So with that, you got to attack this defense. You have a lot of confidence scoring 42 and 45 points in your last 2 games for the Legends. You're looking good, and come pull off an upset here.
Yeah, and one trend that is the same as Northside and Snyder entering the week when playing against Homestead. 3 weeks before, they lost to Carroll. Then they got 2 dominant wins. Then they played Homestead. For Snyder, it ended up in a dominant victory over Homestead. We'll see the result here for Northside.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. I think we could have a very good game in store here. These teams both looking for a big win here tonight.
And it's going to be the Legends sending it off to the Spartans to open up this ball game. As Mason Oxier and Brett Fox, the 2 return mans, out there for the Homestead Spartans. Spartans haven't got much out of the return game so far this year, but those are 2 great playmakers back there, as Fernando Ramirez is going to be the kicker for this Legends team. Just moments away from starting off week 6 of high school football action in the SAC. Northside Legends, Homestead Spartans. Ramirez sends this one, and it's a short little squib kick. Grant Leeper, the one to bring it in for Homestead. That's going to set him up with nice field position at the 40-yard line to start off this ball game.
Not sure what the Legends were trying to do there, if that was even on purpose or not, but Leeper doing a very good job to be alert and get his hands on it. It's going to give the Spartans a very good field position to start this one. As you see Peyton Slavin coming out now, his completion percentage just a little under 60, but passing to interception rate needs to be better if the Spartans team is going to have success.
So to start this possession, it is going to be Slavin in the pistol formation with Johnson behind him. He's going to fake that handoff to Johnson. He's looking deep on the first play of the game. Oxier's open, and he finds him. Connects at the 20. A juke move all the way to the 5. And it's a 60-yard touchdown to start off the ball game. Homestead striking first quick from Peyton Slavin to Mason Oxier, opening it up 6-0.
What a way to start this one off with a 60-yard bomb. Mason Oxier showing his speed, getting way past the secondary for the Legends and capitalizing on it by finishing it off the touchdown, avoiding the defenders back there. What a play to start this for the Spartans.
He just easily got past the cornerback Demarion Jones on that play and found himself wide open. What a first play of the game. Now the extra point attempt for Stravetis is up, and it's good. A 7-0 lead early for this Homestead Spartan offense.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Welcome back to Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium as Homestead just strikes first in 13 seconds, put up 7 points, a 60-yard touchdown connection between Peyton Slavin and Mason Oxier.
Well, a similar look to a week ago where Homestead took a shot on one of the first plays to Oxier to open the game off, and then that wasn't able to go for a touchdown like they did here, but Cam Johnson had a long touchdown run a week ago to get the Spartans out scoring early. So here, once again, scoring early for the Spartans, but the Legends shouldn't be too worried as the Spartans struggled with the rest of that game a week ago.
So now the Legends going to be looking to answer right away as Nipshear sends this kickoff away for Homestead. That's going to be Rashawn Brissett bringing this kickoff back. He's got a nice return there all the way out to the 35-yard line. Second possession of the ball game, and already two great starting field positions for each of these teams.
Well, the Spartans started at the 40-yard line, and now the Legends are going to get it at the 35. Possibly see another big play to open up this one, but you got to think that Northside wants to establish the run game as quickly as they can. You see Bodie Dickerson has had a pretty good time this year at quarterback. 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Completion percentage a little bit better than Slavin.
Now on first down, they're going to hand it off to Lambert. He breaks out open right away, and he's got nothing but green grass in front of him. But he loses the ball. It just slips out of his hands, and White Little jumps on it for the Spartans. What a game-changing play. Lambert was just squeezing too tight on that one. It popped out, and Wyatt Little in this Spartans defense gets it right back. You can see on this replay, it just slipped out of his hands.
And what a crazy start to this game we have here. Wyatt Little chasing down Lambert, just doesn't expect to even get there, but that's why you always got to follow. You never know what's going to happen, and opportune to jump on it and get the Spartans the ball back.
We were so close to seeing two 60-yard plus touchdowns to start off this ball game. The Spartans got a little lucky there with a Jonte Lambert fumble. As now the Spartans are going to be backed up in the end zone as Johnson's going to take this first down carry and scramble for about 4 yards on that first down, giving the Spartans a little bit of breathing room there.
That's exactly what the Spartans need to do right now. Get away from your own end zone where a sack wouldn't result in a safety. Try to get out as far as possible. You see 3 players going over to the left side, but now motioning back over to the right. It's one of the formations where we see Brett Fox get a lot of screen passes.
Slavin going to be in the gun once again for this Spartan offense as he draws multiple Northside defenders off sides there. We'll see if maybe an offensive lineman moved first. And it is going to be on the Legends defense. So that's going to set up a second down and very short here for the Spartans offense.
And those are little plays early in the game that you want to correct by the second half. Giving the Spartans a 2nd and 1 makes it so much easier. Also pushing them out to the 11-yard line. You got to be smarter about that.
Spartans still have that trip out to the right side on this 2nd down and 1. Fakes the handoff, throws it long over the middle to Fox, and it's broken up. Incomplete pass. Nice job there by the Bruins defense breaking that one up.
Slavin there might have had a small window, but threw it way behind there when he was going for Fox. But it sets up a 3rd and 1. Cam Johnson in the backfield, a very powerful runner. You got to expect them to run it here up the middle, just get your yard and move the chains.
Yeah, last game, Cam Johnson got 6 yards per carry. He was playing great, as it's now going to be 3rd down and 1. Slavin still in the gun, even on this short yardage situation. He's going to hand this one off to Johnson straight up the gut, and he's going to power for that 1st down. Spartans move the chains. Nice job there on that play by Cam Johnson and this Spartan offensive line pushing the Bruins defense and getting that 1st down.
And that's all they needed to do there. Just get the 1st down, move the chains. Now opens up your whole playbook on a 1st and 10. And now you're starting to threaten on a drive.
Now Slavin in the gun. He's going to hand it off to Johnson once again. This time it's the Legends defensive line winning that play, as the Legends got into the Spartans' backfield. Set up a 2nd down and 9.
It looked like Coburn was the first one in there on that play. Just a great job to wrap up Johnson. He showed us this year how strong he is. He's so powerful with his legs, but Coburn doing a good job to bring him down.
Now on 2nd down and 9, Slavin's going to be in the gun again as Fox comes in motion. Fakes the handoff to Fox, now rolling out to the right side. A complete pass to Johnson. He's got open space. Down all the way to the 40-yard line. A great play there by the Homestead Spartans as Bashan Bissett brought it to an end with a tackle all the way near midfield.
The Spartans offense is looking very good to start the game. Some big plays have gotten them rolling so far. You got to think Peyton Slavin has a very high confidence rate right now with 2 big passing plays.
This Spartans offense rolling early in this ball game. We saw them clicking pretty well in the first half of the Snyder game before it just got out of reach. And right now they're working pretty well once again. As Swager comes in motion, pre-snap there, and then Johnson gets a handoff, powers his way for a nice Spartan gain. Almost was brought down right at the line of scrimmage, but just kept fighting for about 6 yards.
Johnson and Fox are such a great duo because Johnson, he is so good running the ball up the middle. Fox is so good with the ball outside. So these two, just the 2 opposites, but it gives you so many options.
Spartans taking their time on this possession. Right now they're leading this ball game 7-0 after they got a 60-yard touchdown to open it up on the first drive. Looking to make it a 2-possession score here. As Slavin once again going to hand it off to Johnson, and this time he's brought down very close to the 1st down marker. And we're going to see if they're going to move the chains or not. Still no official ruling. And they're going to set up a 3rd down and inches here for the Spartans offense, as they have gotten into Legends territory.
Another 3rd and 1 here. You got to expect them to go to Cam Johnson. Just run it up the middle once again and get your 1 yard.
They have the power formation right now with Leaper and Delay out on the right side of the line of scrimmage. Slavin this time going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, and dive for the Spartan. 1st down.
Great call right there. Just up here expecting to give it to Cam Johnson like they did just before, but Slavin electing to keep it himself. A good call there, and he was able to avoid any hits as he just dived down, picked up about 4 yards, and is moving the chains.
Spartans offense already converted on 2 3rd downs on this drive now. Slavin once again gonna be in the gun. Johnson with him in the backfield. Slavin dropping back to pass on this 1st down. Throws it deep to Auxier, who had some space, but it falls incomplete. Sailed just out of the reach of Auxier's hands. Sets up a 2nd down and 10. This Spartans team is not afraid to take the deep ball shot right now.
And it seems there they were trying to attack Jamari Pearson, just a sophomore, more inexperienced player with the senior Auxier going up against him, trying to attack him there. But overall, Pearson had really good coverage on him.
So now to set up on this 2nd down and 10. Slavin in the gun. Takes a snap, throws it left side, and it's complete to Fox. He breaks out into open space down to the 25-yard line, and then is pushed out of bounds by Bashan Bassett. A nice job by the Spartans there. Fox, just an elite playmaker for this team, once again making a big play.
And a lot of this season, the Spartans have really relied on Fox. There he's showing you why he's so good with the ball in his hands, but he's been out a lot more compared to normal in this one, trying to spread the ball, not make this team just one-dimensional.
So now the Spartans offense continuing to roll right now as Slavin fakes a handoff, throws it complete to Delay on the right side of it as he's dropped by Bassett for a 5-yard gain. Bashan Bassett has been everywhere for this Legends defense, but the Spartans just keep moving on offense.
Yeah, they are right now looking really good offensively, just going through their playbook however they want to, but they're good job from Slavin and Delay to get a little early connection set up, 2nd and medium, so you have your whole playbook open.
Now Johnson going back out onto the field after he came to the sideline for a second. Swager going to the sideline for the Spartans, as it's going to be about 2nd and 5 here. Spartans in the red zone. Slavin taking the snap, hands it off to Johnson, who's wrapped up and brought down in that backfield. Devon Dowdy making the play for the Legends defense.
The Spartans there had a lot of confusion just trying to get to the line. They didn't snap the ball until there's about 7 seconds on the play clock, which rushed them into that play. Maybe smart, just take a timeout, slow it down. You're looking good on offense. You're at 2nd and 5 and go with a different play instead of a 3rd and long now.
And in keys to the game, you talked about how the Spartans needed to score touchdowns and not just settle for field goals. Right here's a big moment for that. As Slavin drops back to throw on this 3rd down, throws it over the middle, and it's broken up. An incomplete pass. The Spartans could not connect on that one, as Anthony Thomas was in to make the play for the Legends defense and break up that pass.
And strange right now on a 4th and 8 to see the offense stay out there. But Slavin once again throwing behind his receiver when targeting Fox. That's already the 2nd time. Watch out for that. Maybe a Legends player tries to jump the route later on.
Now Slavin going to be in the gun. It's a 4th down here. Slavin under a bit of pressure. Throws it over the middle, and it is incomplete. Actually, it's a caught pass, but still shy of the 1st down marker. A turnover on downs. Northside going to be taking back possession, even with the mistake by Lambert fumbling on that potential touchdown run. They're still only going to be down 1 possession with the ball back with 5:29 left in this 1st quarter.
And if you're paying Slavin there, it's 4th and 8. You know you need to get 8 yards. Why throw it 3 yards across the middle with 2 defenders on your receiver there, Auxier? That was really just a bad decision there by him. If you're going to try to go for on 4th down, at least try to get past the yardage.
So now 1st down and 10 for Bodie Dickerson and this Northside Legends offense. Lambert is going to be in the backfield with him. As he takes a snap, drops back to throw. He's taking a deep shot down the right sideline, and that is an incomplete pass. Intended target there was Caden Hurst for this Legends offense. Only 1 reception last week, but looked for the big shot there.
We've seen a lot of blown coverages already this game. Twice now, the receiver's been overthrown. Auxier earlier in that time. It was Hurst being overthrown. If these quarterbacks can connect, we might see a very high-scoring game.
Now it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Legends offense. This time it's a handoff to Lambert.
who breaks out the left side and then cuts back to the right. Just breaks off a bunch of Spartans tacklers and breaks free. Down to the 30, 20, 10, holds on this time. Touchdown, Legends. 80 yards to the house. Jonte Lambert.
Lambert made sure he wasn't going to fumble at that time, as earlier he would have had a 65-yard touchdown run. That time he's just bouncing around, even ran into one of his own players, but got free on the right side. And he's been showing you why he's so good, even though he had that fumble earlier. If he held on to that, that would have been his second touchdown and already second huge run.
And now it's going to be Fernando Ramirez out there for the Legends, trying to tie this ball game up as the extra point is up, and it is good. 7-7. Homestead Northside.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits. Rethink your limits.
Welcome back to Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium as the Northside Legends and Homestead Spartans are tied up 7-7 right now. Both of these teams have scored on long, big plays. As Ramirez is going to send this one off and away right away. And Oxy is going to be the return man this time for the Spartans. Juking out Legend defenders all the way down to about the 37-yard line. Once again, Homestead going to be set up with some nice field position.
And a lot of this game has been big plays already. A lot of missed tackles right there. So Oxy making the players miss the tackles. A few good juke moves in there. But Spartans, like you said, a good field position here at the 37-yard line now.
Now Fox appears to be the back end for the Spartans here. Johnson in on the sideline. Manny Rivera's slot receiver out to the right side. Oxier far out to the right side for the Spartans offense. Swager comes in motion. Slavin hands it off to Swager, who rolls down the right side and then is brought down. A tackle there by Jamari Pearson.
Great play there by Pearson to get off of his block and go make that tackle. Is a nice tackle there on Swager. And you don't know, but that probably would have gone for a first down if he had not made that tackle.
Now on 2nd down and 10, Fox once again the back for the Spartans, Slavin in the gun. Dropping back to throw now is Slavin. Throws it left side, complete to Manny Rivera, who powers his way for a first down. Manny Rivera doesn't have too much size, but a whole lot of strength, powering his way for that first down.
Great job there by Rivera to turn a little 4 or 5 yard out route into a first down, get the chains moving, get the Spartans offense going again.
The Spartans continuously moving the chains. On the first possession of the game, they scored a touchdown. Then on the second possession, they got all the way to the red zone, but then had a turnover on downs. Now on this third possession, Slavin's going to be in the gun. Fakes the handoff to Fox. Throws it right side, complete to Delay. He is very close to the first down marker as he's brought down by 2 Northside Legend defenders. That's going to set up a 2nd down and about a yard for the Homestead Spartans offense.
Delay seeing a more improved role so far in this game. Already a second catch of this one. Slavin looking to him a little bit more than normal, just trying to spread the ball around.
Now on 2nd down and 1. It's going to be the Homestead Spartans, Peyton Slavin in shotgun. Fox in the backfield with him once again. Swager coming in motion, pre-snap. Slavin fakes the handoff to Swager and then dives for the first down, which he is easily able to get, moving the chains for the Homestead Spartans.
You see just a good job there to pick up that first down by Slavin, scrambling once again. A lot of times when he's been in pressure, throwing the ball, he struggled a little bit, but they're able to get it on the ground.
Now the Homestead Spartans offense set up with a 1st down and 10. Slavin takes a snap, hands it off to Fox, who goes straight up the middle. A nice little gain there. This Spartans offense is clicking right now.
And so far, the offense has not been the problem. They had that 4th and 8 that they weren't able to convert on, but the defense allowing a lot of big plays shows you that this offense needs to keep up with the scoring.
Now the Spartans in a bit of a heavy set formation here. Delay and Leaper on the right side of that line of scrimmage. As Oxier comes in motion pre-snap. It's a high snap, hand off to Fox. He's going out to the right side. Breaks the first tackle and then is brought down by Brashan Bassett of the Northside Legends. Still shy of the 1st down, though, as it's going to be about 3rd down and 3 now for the Homestead Spartans offense.
Bassett has been everywhere so far in this game. He's already got 5 tackles in this one. He's just been the key player on that Legends defense to slow the Spartans down.
Now on this 3rd down and short, the Legends appear to be stacking up the box right now, as the Spartans are going to once again be in the heavy set formation. Fox the back. He gets the handoff and he powers his way easily for the 1st down. Down to the 28-yard line. This Spartans offense looks smooth so far in this ball game.
And a lot of it has been the line creating those holes for the running backs, and then the running backs picking it up. The line is doing their job. They know they got to do their job, and so far, Johnson and Fox have.
And this is a Legends defense that has only allowed 20 or more points 3 times this season, and it was against 3 of the best teams in the conference. And right now, the Spartans look like they could put up a lot of points. As on that 1st down, Swager takes the reception all the way into the end zone for this Homestead Spartans offense. Slavin looking great tonight, finding his 2nd touchdown pass of the ball game.
And that is Swager's first varsity touchdown for him. Just a little slant route there, and Slavin putting it on the money, right in rhythm to Swager. He's able to take it into the house because he's in rhythm and because of that perfect throw by Slavin.
Now Stavridis to kick the extra point for the Spartans. 17 for 18 on extra points on the season. Entering this game as he makes that one, and now is 19 for 20 on the season as the Spartans lead 14-7. Welcome back to the campus of Homestead High School as the Homestead Spartans lead the Northside Legends 14-7 after a Cale Swager touchdown reception thrown by a quarterback, Peyton Slavin.
The offense for the Spartans has looked very strong starting this game, but the defense needs to do their job. They got lucky with a Lambert fumble, his first big run, but on that second big run that he held on to it for an 80-yard touchdown run. He's already over 100 yards rushing in this game. They need to find a way to slow him down.
Now Nipshear to send away this kickoff as it's hauled in by the Legends here. Returning this is Jamari Pearson, who brings it out to about the 25-yard line. A nice return there for the Legends offense.
It's not often you can say that the 25-yard line is the worst starting position of any drive other than the fumble there. But from a kickoff, it's the worst one that we've seen so far. But that's still pretty good for the Legends, as last time we saw them take an 80-yard touchdown to the house. Now they've got 75 yards to go.
Now nearing the end of this first quarter, the Homestead Spartans off to a nice start so far. This Legends offense only been out here for 3 plays. They've all been big ones so far, as Tay Johnson's going to take this jet sweep as he's brought down in the backfield. This time, Jackson Chrisman in for the tackle for loss.
And that's the first time we've seen Tay Johnson, the 4-star, in this game. And the Spartans doing a good job to force a loss of 2 on that play.
And the clock keeps on ticking in this first quarter, as it's now going to be a 2nd down and 12 for the Legends here. This offense so far has had 4 plays. Ran so far. 1 was an 80-yard touchdown. 1 was a fumble by Jonte Lambert. And right here, a Jonte Lambert carry, powering up for 2 yards, setting up a 3rd down and 10, as that's going to bring us to the end of this first quarter. And now, in between this first and second quarter, we're going to be sending it down to sideline reporter Anthony Gery.
And me in the student section there. Right on everybody in the stadium wears red and donates money to cancer and disease research through Riley Hospital. It is a wonderful tradition, and when you're down here on the field, it is just something you'll see. They're about to start the Miracle Minute behind me. Donate as much money as they can to cancer and disease research. Noah, it's amazing.
And thank you, Anthony, as right now, in between this first and second quarter, the Homestead Spartans are leading 14-7 over the Northside Legends.
They've looked very good offensively so far just in that first quarter there. But defensively, they've got to step it up a big 3rd down right here. It's going to be 3rd and 10 as Lambert was able to pick up another 2 yards, get it back to the original line of scrimmage here. Got to see Bodie Dickerson step up and make a play.
The Legends offense going to be looking to match the Spartans offense as they are faced with this 3rd down and 10. This is a team that has 2 of the best playmakers in the SAC with Jonte Lambert and Bronte Johnson. Jonte Lambert, the running back, maybe not going to be as big of a factor here on this 3rd down and long. Dickerson going to be in the gun. Trips out to the far side as he takes this snap and is going to drop back to throw under a bit of pressure. Breaks off Jackson Chrisman, going to run for this one and easily gets to the 1st down before he's pushed out of bounds by Sam Stewart there.
Great play there by Dickerson to avoid all the pressure and mainly Jackson Chrisman, and then get out of the pocket. Knows he needs to pick up 10 yards and does exactly that. Gets a big run play there for himself, and this run game has been really good.
This run game has been great for the Legends offense so far. We saw Jonte Lambert break off 2 big ones. One ended up in a fumble, the other an 80-yard touchdown. As this Legends offense once again set. This time it's going to be a handoff to Lambert. He breaks it out to the left side. A flag's thrown, but he's got open space. He's down to the 40-yard line, still running all the way down to the 25 when he's tackled down by Gavin Cozad on that far sideline.
Based on where that flag was thrown, it's probably going to be a holding, but regardless, they've really got to figure out a way to tackle Lambert. You see at the start of that replay, just a juke move that got him outside, and he's been running rampant so far. Seems like he can run anywhere he wants to in this one.
And it is going to be a holding call on the Northside Legends, so bring that one back. But this offense is clicking right now, especially in that run game.
They have been. The offensive line is looking good at containing the Spartans' pass rush and their run defense overall in this one. And they have no answer so far for Lambert.
So push this one back and set up a first down and 20 for the Northside Legends here. We've seen some big chunk plays from the Legends already. We'll see if they'll be able to get one here based behind the chains. Dickerson gonna be in shotgun. Takes the snap, throws it over the middle. A complete pass. A nice reception there for the Legends. Moving the chains. As that is Dylan Sheebley in on the reception for Northside.
Good job there just to pick up solid yardage and make it second and manageable. You go from 1st and 20 to 2nd and 5, picking up 15 yards to Sheebley just on that one play. So much better field position now for the Legends, and now we'll see if they can convert. It really opens up their playbook, allows them to go back to that run game.
So now on this 2nd down and short, they're going to throw out left side, a complete pass to Bronte Johnson. He breaks a couple tackles and jukes his way to the 40-yard line into Spartan territory.
It looks like there, as Johnson was trying to bounce it outside, that there was a potential holding on that far left side. It wasn't called, but some people were yelling for it. So another potential holding there. Obviously, it wasn't called, but there's already been one holding call for the Legends on this drive. You can't have any self-inflicted wins.
They definitely do not want to get too many penalties called on them right now. As pre-snap flags fly in, we're going to see if this was a false start, and it was. Northside going to move 5 yards back. Just we're talking about how they don't want to have penalties, and there they go, getting a false start, putting themselves behind the chains once again.
And that's already their 3rd penalty in this one for 20 yards now to this point. And we'll see what Bodie Dickerson can do. He's got Lambert now, it looks like, back in the backfield with him after coming out for a few plays. But Dickerson has had one good throw so far.
And now Dickerson looking to throw once again, and that time it is a complete pass on the right sideline. That is Caden Hurst reeling it in just about 5 yards shy of the first down. Once again, a big chunk play after the Legends were put behind the chains due to a penalty.
And even though they're having these penalties, it seems like it has no effect on this offense, as the defense for the Spartans is not playing well at all. The Legends doing whatever they want at will offensively, so it's not going to affect them too much.
Now Dickerson takes a snap and hands it off to Jonte Lambert, who powers his way for about 3 yards, setting up a 3rd down for the Legends.
And that's the 2nd worst run so far for Lambert. It's kind of shocking to say he's had a 2-yard run, now a 3-yard run. But other than that, it feels like he's been going for 10+ every single time. Lambert has been so good on the ground. This right here, a huge 3rd down. You'd maybe expect them to go for it on 4th, though, as it's 3rd and 2, and they're on the Spartans 33.
And now it's going to be a handoff to Lambert, who's trying to break out to the right side. He's brought down very close to the 1st down marker. Nice job there by McLaughlin containing the edge. As we're going to see where the official ruling goes here. And it will move the chains for the Legends. 1st down carry from Jonte Lambert.
Just a powerful run there by Lambert to pick up the 2 yards he needed. It's very close to whether or not he got it, but he was able to force his way through, just push through and get there. Now he's going to get a little break.
Now it's going to be Dickerson in the gun. Trips out to the left side. Takes the snap, going to hand it off to Devon Dowdy, who powers his way for a nice first down carry for this Legends offense. No matter who the back is in right now, it seems like this Legends offense can power their way forward.
And I think that just shows you how good this offensive line is for the Legends. Like you said, it doesn't matter who's back there. The running back's going to get a solid amount of yards. Every player except for Christian Stalling is above 6 feet tall. All of them just able to impose their will on that line.
Now it's going to be a fake handoff, a deep shot to the end zone, and that ball falls incomplete through the hands of Jamari Pearson. Almost a touchdown, but it was broken up in the end zone. Isaiah Elward was in on that coverage.
Elward doing a good job to come over from his man as Pearson was just running free to the end zone. Elward recognizing that and able to make a big play to break up an end zone. And once again, we've got another 3rd and 2, a big play here.
And after that pass breakup, Elward limps to the sideline. A great corner for the Spartans offense, or for Spartans defense, as now the Legends offense faced with a 3rd down and short, as it's a handoff to Lambert, who easily moves the chains once again. The Legends run game keeps moving.
And it seems like this defense is able to stop them when they know the run is coming, but stopping Lambert is for 4 yards, and that's not going to be sufficient for the defense.
Now Dickerson drops back to throw under a bit of pressure from Jackson Crispin, and then he's brought down in the backfield. A nice sack by Preston Hott as a flag was thrown. Jordan King and Jackson Crispin were getting into it in that backfield, and it looks like it's a holding call on the Legends offensive line.
And King had to do that there to force Jackson Crispin away from Dickerson as Dickerson was trying to evade the pressure. It was just too much for King to handle, and Crispin, even though he didn't get a sack there, which would have been about 2nd and 15, he's able to make it 1st and 20.
Once again, the Legends being hurt by the penalties. Already their 2nd holding of this drive. They also had a false start that put them behind the chains. But still, every time they have been put behind the chains, they've been able to convert on this drive. As 8 minutes remain in this 2nd quarter, Legends trying to tie it up or cut into the Spartan lead, down 7 right now. Dickerson drops back to throw, feeling some pressure, gonna keep it himself, and then he's brought down by a group of Spartan defenders, setting up a 2nd down and 20. And with his helmet coming off on that play, Dickerson's going to be forced to sit this one out on the sideline. We'll see what the Legends do without their QB.
And in their depth chart, Brashawn Bissett is listed as their quarterback number 2. We'll see if he comes in, or maybe they elect to go for a wildcat formation in this one. Throw either Bronte Johnson back there or elect for Lambert to be back there.
And instead, they're going to call a timeout, which will allow Dickerson to come back onto the field. And right now, this Legends offense once again put behind the chains after a penalty, but we've seen them convert multiple times. What do you think they got to do here as they're facing a 2nd down and 18?
Well, I think on this play, you either have to go for a quick pass, get it in the hands of one of your receivers, make them make a play, just try to get as many yards as you can, or give it to Lambert. He's been so good in this game. The only times he hasn't been able to pick up 5 or more yards has been on those 3rd and 2s. And other than that, he's just been completely dominant. So give the ball to him, try to pick up as much as you can, make it a 3rd and manageable.
So now on this 2nd down and 18, The Spartans defense coming out onto the field, ready as they are trying to hold on to the 7-point lead the Spartans offense has put up. Spartans offense so far has had 3 possessions in this ball game, 2 long touchdowns, and 1 turnover on downs in the red zone.
Yeah, the offense for the Spartans has looked really strong so far in this one, threatened all 3 times to score. You mentioned it, that one time they were stopped, but even on that drive, they were looking really good. So now, instead of Homestead having to keep up with the Legends, it's the Legends having to keep up with the Spartans.
And now it's going to be Brashawn Bissett in at quarterback for the Legends here, taking the snap, fakes the pass, and then is brought down on a sack by Jackson Chrisman.
Jackson Chrisman, the best player on this defensive line for the Spartans, taking advantage of Bodie Dickerson being out for the play and making it a 3rd down and very long on this one.
It is going to be a long 3rd down attempt here for the Northside Legends. We might see them even try to maybe play 2 plays here with the potential of going for it on 4th down, trying to get just half the yardage or a little bit more on this play. As Dickerson's going to drop back to throw on this 3rd down, feeling some pressure, rolling out to the right side, a complete pass over there near the sideline. That time it was reeled in by Jamari Pearson of the Legends.
Pearson, even though he's just a sophomore, has really been a key player so far in this game for the Legends. That's the 2nd time we've seen a ball go towards him. Then we've also seen him on the defensive side as well. He's only a sophomore, but the Legends like what they have in him.
So now on this 4th down and about 15 yards, the Legends offense going to stay out there. We saw the Spartans offense turn it over in downs on the red zone, and now the Legends will try to convert on a 4th down. Dickerson in a bit of pressure, lofting it deep into the end zone. Tay Johnson jumps for it, and he's out of bounds. He reeled that one in, but was out of bounds. Turnover on downs. Spartans take back possession.
A huge stop there for the Spartans, and the only thing that stopped them was just the out-of-bounds line. Is a great catch by Tay Johnson. He was just out of bounds. That would have been one crazy catch if he was able to bring it down, but now the Spartans getting the ball back on their own 24-yard line. They need to take advantage of this drive. The 6 minutes and 23 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Take as much time up and try to get at least 3 points, ideally a touchdown.
That Bronte Johnson attempted grab was really reminiscent of his touchdown grab last year against the Spartans. A one-handed catch in the end zone. As now the Spartans and Peyton Slavin are looking to convert on this 1st down and 10. Takes the snap, faking the handoff, looking deep down the field. He sees Oxier open. Actually, that's Fox deep down there, down to the 20-yard line. The 10, touchdown Homestead. Once again, the deep ball is working. Peyton Slavin on fire.
This Spartans offense is electric right now. Peyton Slavin, 2 bombs now in this one. He's been able to convert on Oxier and Fox, each getting theirs now and just looking great offensively. It only took 11 seconds off the clock. If their defense can get another stop, Spartans threaten to score. Spartans are going to be looking really good going into half.
Now it's going to be Nico Stavridis in to kick this PAT attempt. This one goes up, and it is good. 21-7. Homestead lead. 6:12 left in the 1st half.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. rethink your limits.
Welcome back to Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium as the Homestead Spartans just took a 21-7 lead over the Northside Legends with a deep ball connection from quarterback Peyton Slavin to running back / wide receiver Brett Fox.
The offense has looked very good. The defense just did their job on the last possession, but now the Legends are in a little bit of trouble in this one, down 2 scores when they had a chance to tie the game up on that last possession.
Now, nice kickoff by the Spartans here as Jamari Pearson going to return it once again, and Justin Goskowitz with a nice tackle. That's the worst field position the Legends have been faced with so far in this ball game, starting off at the 15-yard line.
A great play there by Goskowitz to get in and make sure the Legends couldn't go any farther. Just a great open field tackle. And now I think with the Legends back on the offensive side, they need to reestablish the run. They got away from it that last possession because of those penalties that they had. Get the ball back in Lambert's hands where you've had a lot of success this game.
And now it's going to be Bodie Dickerson leading the Legends on this drive. Set up with a 1st down and 10. Hands it off to Jonte Lambert on this 1st down as he barrels his way for about 5 yards at that time.
Lambert once again taking out his own men, trying to get through the hole, but he's just been so powerful in this game. That right there, just a 4-yard pickup, but still effective and efficient.
Now Dickerson, once again, gonna be in the gun for this Legends offense. He's got trips out to the far side here as Lambert once again is gonna get a carry, that time hurdling near the 1st down marker as he will move the chains.
Spartans just have no answers so far for Lambert. He's been running at his own will offensively, and that's why the Legends just need to keep on feeding him in this one. He's been so effective.
And it seems like this Legends team has just been absolutely unstoppable, their offense so far in this game. But right now they're trailing by 14, only with 7 points on the board. As once again it's going to be Lambert, this time straight up the middle, as he's stripped by Gavin Weibel. The ball came out. Who got on top of it? We will see, as it's going to stay with the Northside Legends. It was Dylan Sheebley able to jump in and save that for the Legends.
And Lambert needs to be a lot more cautious when he's running, as you saw there. Weibel just rip it right out of his hands. It's already 2nd time we've seen him fumble in this game. The 1st time wasn't able to recover it, but that time Legends are able to jump on it. He needs to be more cautious with the ball.
Now Dickerson dropping back to throw on this 2nd down. Throws it right side. Tay Johnson, did he get his feet down? And it's a caught pass. The toe tap by Bronte Johnson.
And Johnson is one of the very few players in the SAC that can make a catch like that on the sideline with a very limited area to go. Just hauling it in, making it a 3rd and short.
Now just a 3rd down and 1 after an impressive grab from the 4-star receiver, Bronte Johnson. As Bodie Dickerson gonna be in the gun. Fakes the handoff, gonna keep it himself. Slides easily well past the 1st down. This Legends offense keeps on rolling. This is the 4th time we've seen them have possession. The 1st time we saw a fumble on a potential touchdown run. Then the 2nd time we saw a touchdown from this Legends offense. And then we saw a nice long drive end on a turnover on downs. And so far this Legends offense has really been able to keep on moving and has looked unstoppable. But so far 3 possessions completed, only 7 points on the board.
And it's just been those inopportune plays. It's really just been self-inflicted overall, as the Spartans defense has not had much of an answer tonight. It was Lambert fumbling the first time, and then more recently just struggling themselves to get any ground because they were having these self-inflicted wounds of forcing themselves back, false starts, holdings, things like that. Just they're doing it to themselves. They've been really good offensively. They just can't keep on pushing themselves back.
On that first down play, it was once again Jonte Lambert on the carry. As now a second down and 8 is set up for this Homestead, or for this north side offense.
Take Ryan.
Dickerson gonna be in the gun once again. Trips out to the far side for this Legends offense. Now it's gonna be once again a carry to Lambert, who bottles his way all the way near the first down marker. 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Legends.
That's exactly the play that the Legends needed. Change it from a 2nd and 8 to 3rd and 1. Makes it very easy to pick it up. Even if you go for it on 4th, you're not going to have too long of a play.
Jonte Lambert, not the biggest guy out there on the field, but man, he runs hard. Dickerson gonna take the snap, hand it off straight up the middle. Devon Dowdy, that time with the first down carry.
Take Michelle. Michelle's live.
This Legends offense just keeps on powering it with the run game.
And a lot of strength is being shown in this one. Just powering it like you said, but also another helmet coming off. That's already the 3rd helmet that has come off in this game. These two teams getting physical, starting to fight a little bit. But this drive for the Legends is very important. They need to take it down as much as they can on the clock. That's why you're seeing the clock run down as much as it is. Try to go into half just a 1-possession game.
And now on the left side, it's going to be Bronte Johnson bringing in a reception with a nice little gain there for the Legends as this team keeps on moving down the field. As you were just saying, the clock ticking. This is a team currently down 2 possessions, trying to get down 1 possession here, and then they will start the second half with possession.
Yeah, just a slow, methodical drive so far. Screen pass there, seeing a lot of runs so far. No reason to go fast, and never know with the Spartans. Just have another big play and score quickly, get the ball back, maybe have a 1-possession game.
Now Dickerson throws it right side, and it is a cop pass once again. This time it's Caden Hurst reeling it in. First down, Legends.
Hurst in this one has seemed to be Dickerson's favorite option. That's already his 3rd catch of this game. You know, a lot of the focus is going to go on Bronte Johnson, but right now he's not had too many catches other than those simple passes, just the screen passes that he's been getting.
This Legends offense just continuously moving down the field as we have a stoppage of play right here.
Taking 5, taking Ryan.
With 2:09 left in this ball game,
Don't take Michelle.
or in this half, as Homestead is currently leading 21-7 in this game. We saw an explosion from Homestead Spartans offense so far in this one.
We have this offense. It's had 2 huge touchdown plays in this one, and also, we've seen some big plays for North Side, but it's really been the offense for the Spartans. We thought that they were going to be the ones that needed to keep up. So far, that has not been the case in this one.
In North Side, we've seen some big plays, a lot of big gains for this team, but it hasn't really shown up on the scoreboard other than that 1 touchdown from Jonte Lambert when he rushed for 80 yards.
Back to Michelle. Michelle, you're live.
Now the Legends offense back out on the field.
Back to Yayun. Yayun's live.
2:09 left in the first half. Spartans up 2 possessions. Legends looking to cut into that lead. Dickerson drops back to throw over the middle, and that is reeled in as a flag is thrown. Devon Dowdy hauled it in, or no, Bronte Johnson hauled it in even with the hard hit.
Bronte Johnson showing you his strength. He took a huge hit, which was flagged on. Might be a targeting there, but no effect on Johnson. He's a beast out there, and he's getting involved now, making this a 1-possession game.
Bronte Johnson making big receptions for this Legends squad. As it is going to be a personal foul targeting on the Homestead Spartans.
Michelle, get a little bit of a wider shot, or are you going to zoom out? Okay,
So now the Legends going to be opting to send out the PAT unit still, as Fernando Ramirez is out there to kick this extra point. The penalty will be put in place on the kickoff. As Fernando Ramirez sends this one up, and it is good. 21-14, Homestead's lead cut down to 1 possession. Welcome back to Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium, as we're going to send it down to sideline reporter Anthony Gery with an injury update.
Thank you, Noah. And as you saw on that last possession, Gavin Kozad went down with a tough injury and doesn't look like he's set to return at least for the rest of the half. They'll evaluate him more at halftime in 2 minutes. However, Isaiah Elward, the other starting corner for the Spartans, is back out on the field, and he says he's ready to play the entire rest of the game. That last hit, too, was on Wyatt Little. It was a targeting penalty. If he gets one more, he could be out for the game. Just an update on the Homestead secondary, having quite an eventful game tonight.
And thank you, Anthony, as with that targeting penalty, the Northside Legends are going to be kicking off from Homestead's 45-yard line.
And the Spartans are going to have plenty of time for this drive. They've got over 2 minutes, but the offense has only needed 15 seconds for 2 of their possessions to score. So you never know what you're going to get with the Spartans. They've got 3 timeouts still left in this one. So plenty of time for the Spartans.
Ramirez set to send this one back deep for the Legends. This one squibs down at the 15 and then into the hands of Fox at the 5 as he quickly brings that one down all the way to the 27-yard line. Even with the penalty, the Spartans still have decent field position to start off this drive.
That's a really solid return there by Fox, just able to get about 20 yards on the return. If he didn't run into his own man, potentially able to get some more than that. But back on the offensive side, Cam Johnson and Fox both out there right now. Maybe try to establish a run, just get the clock running to start, and then start going for the pass.
As you said, Johnson the back end for the Spartans now, as Slavin's in the gun on this 1st down and 10. Out to the far side there is Mason Oxier. Fox in at the slot as Swagers the receiver near side. Slavin takes the snap. Play action. Throws it deep over the middle. Intended target Fox, and that one just a little short and incomplete. Spartans have connected on the deep ball multiple times already in this one, but not that time.
Well, we saw Fox and Slavin connect earlier for a huge play, but that's now the 3rd time that Slavin has underthrown or thrown it behind Fox on the routes. They were able to connect for that one play, but that connection tonight just seems to be off.
Now Slavin gonna keep this one himself, running out to the left side. Freedom all the way down to the 45-yard line. A nice, easy run there for the Spartans. Quarterback getting an easy first down.
Great play call there for the QB draw, not expecting it. Perfect time for it, and then Slavin also able to get out of bounds, just showing his experience there, stopping the clock. Got plenty of time on this drive as you're at your own 44 now.
Now Johnson the back on this first down once again. Takes a snap, and once again it's a quarterback keeper for Slavin, as this time he's just going to slide for about a yard pickup.
I don't like that for the back-to-back plays there, and just a little bit too much. You had it work one time, but didn't get the same blocks as they did before.
Now it's going to be Slavin once again in the gun for the Spartans offense. This time 2nd down and 9. Dropping back to throw. Completes it right side over to Fox. Now breaking out to the left side. Down to the 40. Flag comes out. But Fox still running all the way down to the 20 when he's pushed out of bounds by Bronte Johnson. But all the Legends defenders pointing at the flag right now.
And I believe it's going to be a block in the back there. Just that's what freed up that hole for Fox to run free. So likely coming back as everybody is starting to walk back now.
And you were correct on that one. A block in the back is called on the Homestead Spartans. That penalty not going to help them out as there's 1:05 remaining in this first half as they're trying to take a 2-possession lead entering the break.
The Spartans still have 3 timeouts in this one. They're going to replay the down now, though, but 42 seconds have come off the clock, and the Spartans have only advanced the ball 2 yards. A little bit slower now on this set of downs.
Now Slavin going to drop back to pass. Throws it left side, and that's incomplete. That time the intended target was Grant Leeper. 3rd down and 8. Set up for this Homestead offense. 1 minute remaining in this first half. Going to be interesting to see what the coaching staff decides to do here with the potential of giving the ball back to the Legends if they throw an incomplete pass with enough time for the Legends to potentially even drive down the field themselves. As Slavin's going to be in shotgun once again. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Sends Johnson out in motion. Slavin on a quarterback keeper, running out to the 50. Very close to the first down and gets out of bounds. Nice job there for the Spartans, but they may have just been just shy of the first down marker, and they were. 4th and about a yard coming up for Homestead.
Slavin had plenty of room to pick up that first down. He probably had another 3 to 5 yards that he could have ran to get it or simply stick out the ball, but just a little bit of the inexperience being shown there.
Now Slavin under center. This is a rarity for the Homestead Spartans as they're right now trying to draw the Legends off sides. 56 seconds remain as Slavin takes the snap and pushes himself forward for the first down that time. A timeout called right away by the Homestead Spartans offense as they lead by 7, 53 seconds remaining in this first half. What do you think the Spartans got to do here?
Well, right now, your pass game isn't looking great other than some deep throws that they've had. So go back to the screen plays to Fox. That's where you've been really effective so far in this one. You've also got 2 timeouts. That last play there, that QB sneak, just shows you why it's so vital that you have all these timeouts to save, especially late in the half. So I think you got to get the ball back in Brett Fox's hands, let him get an open space and just do his thing.
Brett Fox all season long has been a dangerous weapon for the Spartans offense. As we said in the pregame show, currently leading the team in receiving and rushing yards.
And he just showed you why he's been so vital this game. They're trying to spread the love just a little bit more. More players have been involved. Swagger in this one, Fox and Oxier, all three have a touchdown.
Now 1st down and 10 for the Homestead Spartans offense. 50 seconds remain. Northside will take possession to start off the second half. Spartans looking to extend their lead out to 2 possessions. Slavin takes the high snap, drops back to throw, complete to Swagger, over the middle, now down to the right side, all the way to the end zone. 2nd touchdown of the night for Kale Swagger. No touchdowns on the season entering this game, but 2 already in this first half.
The future better watch out because Kale Swagger is coming for it. 2 touchdowns, sophomore for the Spartans. He's playing really well in this one. You mentioned it, none coming into this game, but now Spartans out to a 2-possession lead, chance to double up Northside.
And dare I ask, 44.9 seconds left. Does Northside have enough time to answer?
I think there's plenty of time with what we've seen so far in this game.
And Stavridis doubles up the Legends, 28-14. Just seconds left in the first half.
Rethink your limits.
Welcome back to Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium as the Homestead Spartans currently lead over the Northside Legends 28-14.
Spartans have the momentum on their side right now. They just had 2 minutes and 5 seconds. They only needed a minute and 20 seconds to score there. We've seen a lot of fast, quick possessions, quick touchdowns in this one. So don't be shocked if you see another one here for Northside.
And now it's going to be Jamari Pearson trying to pick this one up for the Legends, who's brought down. And once again, Justin Goskowitz is the one to make the play on special teams and get back there and set up the Legends in difficult field position.
You don't see Goskowitz that much, but he's making his name known tonight. 2 big plays against Pearson on those returns. Pearson has really had trouble fielding those kickoffs, not knowing whether or not to attack it or let it bounce. He's let it bounce twice now. Both times has not gone his way. Maybe we'll see him try to attack it next time. But right now, 15-yard line for the Legends. You got to think they're going to take a shot at some point. They've still got 2 timeouts, so they can use all parts of the field as well.
85 seconds, or 85 yards, 41 seconds left in this first half. As Bronte Johnson takes the jet sweep and then it's pitched backwards and thrown deep down the field. A caught pass down there for Caden Hurst. But a flag is thrown in the backfield. We'll see which team this was on, as Bashan Bissett was the one to throw that deep ball for the Legends.
Based on how Brissett went down, it looked like it was going to be a personal foul, and it was. It was on John Deli for roughing the passer there. But we were talking about it. You never know what's going to happen in this game. There have been so many huge plays, but also that's going to stop the clock, move Northside all the way down to the 20-yard line, 21-yard line, got over 30 seconds and 2 timeouts.
Yeah, well, you don't ever want to pair a deep ball with an unnecessary roughness penalty if you're a defense trying to make a stop late in a half, but that's what the Spartans just did, and it might cost them here. As Dickerson drops back to throw, feeling some pressure, throws it short left side, incomplete, flag comes out. Isaiah Elward was in on coverage. That might be considered a defensive pass interference here. Elward talking with the official, and Weibel just takes him away, not wanting another penalty tacked on top of this one.
Yeah, you definitely cannot get a third one, and it would, at that point, if he did get personal foul, it would move him halfway to the goal line, but this one likely, as you said, going to be a pass interference.
And it is a pass interference on the Spartans defense. So this Northside Legends offense keeps on moving down the field with penalties and with that one deep ball we saw, a connection between Brashawn Bissett and Caden Hurst.
And this is going to be a big problem for the Spartans if the Legends are able to come in here. They've got 45 seconds to start this drive, and they're able to go from the 15-yard line all the way to score, go 85 yards in less than 45 seconds. That shows a big problem for the defense.
Now it's going to be first down for the Northside Legends at about the 10-yard line. Dickerson gonna be in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back to throw. Over the middle, bounces off the hands of the Northside Legends and falls incomplete. That was Dylan Sheebley trying to haul that one in. 22 seconds remain. Northside now just about 10 or 11 yards out from the end zone, trying to make it a one-possession game before they head to the locker room.
They're just a little bit in between a first down and a touchdown, so you expect they'd get a touchdown if they were to get past that first down yardage. But I think you could probably even go with a run here to Lambert. You still have your 2 timeouts. It's not going to take up a whole lot of time. Just get your offense moving, make it manageable.
Now Dickerson takes a snap, rolling out to the right side, finds Tay in the end zone. Caught! Toe tap, touchdown, Bronte Johnson in the end zone. The 4-star receiver starring under these Friday night lights tonight.
Bronte Johnson. Remember that name. He is showing you tonight why he's a 4-star. It's just Dickerson putting at a good spot for Johnson, but Johnson's making himself so available, getting wide open on the routes.
28-20. The score, and now 28-21 as Fernando Ramirez sends the PAT through the uprights. One possession ball game, 17 seconds left in the first half. Welcome back to Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium, as we have seen 2 touchdowns scored in the last 2 minutes of this first half.
And with 17 seconds left, I don't think we're going to see another one, but based on how this game is going, a large return here by Fox or Auxier could potentially lead to another touchdown, taking a deep shot for Slavin if they've got good field position.
I also think it's very possible that this Spartans team might just take the 7-point lead to the break and maybe run out the clock to finish off this first half.
Well, I think if you would tell Coach Zolman you got a 7-point lead and you scored 28 points going into half, he would definitely take that based on the last 2 performances, especially from this offense. Just not been able to score too much lately. Much better in this one.
And right now in this first half, they have scored more points than they have in any of their last 3 games. As Ramirez sends this one bouncing at the 20. Recovered by Fox down to the 35-yard line and then brought down by the Northside Legends. This team going out onto the field, the Homestead Spartans, leading 28-21 with 8.9 seconds left. in the first half.
The offense has definitely come out to play in this one. The defense has done their job at times, but in the second half, the defense is definitely going to need to step up, be stronger, just not allow. It was at first Lambert, but now Johnson to control the game.
And now the Spartans lining up in a kneel formation here, looking to take the 7-point lead into the break, and they will. The clock will run out for this first half as the Homestead Spartans take a 7-point lead into the locker room.
Looking much better in this one than previous games. You mentioned they've already scored more than their past 3 games. A really strong start.
They have been phenomenal all around, especially on the offensive end, as we are now going to be sending it down to sideline reporter Anthony Gery.
Sorry.
Anthony.
Thank you, Noah. And I'm standing by here with Coach Zolman. And Coach, the offense was electric in the first half, but the defense definitely showed their struggles. What are you going to address in the halftime huddle?
Well, some of the coverage things we have to address, tackling better. Those are two things that stand out.
Okay. Good luck, Coach, in the second half. Noah, back to you.
Thank you, Anthony. And what a first half performance from the Homestead Spartans. That offensive performance was just wonderful. We saw them put up high scoring. They were consistently moving down the field, able to score with ease.
Yes, they were. They're looking a lot better in this one compared to what they have. That offense has been rolling, doing whatever they want so far. They've been stopped once, and it was on a 4th and 8 when they were threatening to score again. Never know if Slavin were to throw that past the line to gain. That would have been going for a touchdown. So looking a lot better for the Spartans.
And it was just a great first half performance all around for that Spartans offense. They really struggled the last 3 games. Right now, as we were just saying, more points scored in this first half than they were able to score in each of the last 3 ball games.
And it may just be the switch on the defenses, but so far the Legends have allowed 21.4 points per game, 21.3 away during those games. So the defense for the Legends has been pretty solid so far this year. It's kind of shocking to see the Spartans offense do so well against them. The Legends allowed only 20 points against Snyder, 28 against Carroll, but so far they've allowed the same amount to Carroll as Homestead.
Yeah, this has been a great Spartan performance in the first half. And how about the Legends also on their offensive side of the ball? They were playing dominant. We saw Bronte Johnson and Jonte Lambert make big plays. We knew coming into this one, 2 of the best playmakers in the SAC, and they showcased that in the first half.
They really did. That first quarter, it was Lambert taking complete control. And then in that second quarter, it was Johnson. Both of them doing so well for the Legends, just opening the game. That pass and run game has opened up completely, and now they can go either way with it.
And overall, it was just a great first half for both of these offenses. And we're just going to be taking a quick break. But when we return, we'll have the Homestead Spartan Alliance Band.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits. Rethink your limits.
about a round of applause for the Spartan Alliance Band.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ooh, I can't wait to get you home.
Ooh, I'm gonna eat you up when you go home. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait. I'm just gonna bite you.
Oh, baby, that looks amazing. Marcos, pizza lovers get it.
Marco's Pizza, located at 10345 Illinois Road, inside the shops of Scott Road. Marcos specializes in pizza, subs, and more. Order online at marcos.com or by phone at 625-6800. Thank you, Marcos, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead Media's athletics coverage.
Molly Stock. Molly's the daughter of Melissa and Todd Stock. She participates in basketball and Spanish club. Molly volunteers at various camps, and she also works a part-time job at an ice cream shop in Roanoke. She plans to attend Indiana University and also study abroad while she's at college. And our final female, Gina Zarilli. She's the daughter of Tony and Joy Zarilli. She is team captain of the varsity gymnastics team and participates in DECA, Spanish club, yoga club, National Honor Society, student government, and student ambassadors. She volunteers at Big Brothers Big Sisters and is a co-founder of the Girl Power Project. She plans to attend Indiana University to study business, marketing, or pre-med. And now the young men representing the senior class of 2023. Up first, Kenny Austin. Kenny's the son of Ken and Michelle Austin. He is a member of the National Honor Society, senior class secretary for student government, member of the Superintendent's Advisory Board, coordinator of HHS Health Professions Forum, student section leader, and a member of the Environmental Club and student ambassadors. He plans to attend Hampton University in Virginia to study biochemistry before going on to study dentistry or anesthesia. Anthony Gery. Anthony's the son of Jeff and Nina Gery. He is senior class president and participates in HHS and DECA and National Honor Society. He participates in Homestead Live and works a part-time job at Sycamore Hills Golf Club. He plans to study business at Indiana University. Carson Heckman. Carson's the son of Jim and Vicky Heckman. He participates in varsity football and track, Spanish club, finance and investment club, student government, and DECA. He also runs for a club track team called Spartan Project. He plans to study business at the University of Alabama. Grant Leeper. Grant is the son of Corey and Mariah Leeper. He participates in basketball, football, and National Honor Society. Grant plans to attend college this fall, but is undecided on where. Alejandro Tanel. Alejandro is the son of Ken Tanel and Liliana Cuesta. He is a member of National Honor Society, orchestra, show choir, and theater. He is one of the leaders of Book Club. He is also a part of this year's Fort Wayne Dance Collective Halloween show. He plans to double major in communications and musical theater with a minor in Spanish. Bryce Yoder. Bryce is the son of Monroe and Annika Yoder. He is a member of National Honor Society and has participated in varsity baseball and cross country. He has also played club baseball as well. He plans to major in exercise science at college and also play college baseball. Finally, Zach Zolman. Zach is the son of Chad and Christine Zolman. He is a captain on the football team and also a member of National Honor Society. He volunteers at children's football camps and also referees flag football and umpires Little League Baseball. Zach plans to attend college to study accounting and obtain his CPA license. How about a big round of applause for all 14 members this year? And now the moment you've been waiting for. Presenting this year's King and Queen crowns is Homestead Principal, Mrs. Susan Summers. Up first, your 2022 Homecoming King, Alejandro Tanel. And now for your 2022 Homecoming Queen, Nada de Hook. Congratulations to all of our nominees. And one big round of applause for all 14 court members.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits. Rethink your limits.
Welcome back to Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium as the Homestead Spartans lead Northside 28-21 at the break. And let's take a look at some first half stats in this ball game. Now updated as the Northside Legends dominated on the run and power game in that first half with 130 yards almost on the ground, while the Spartans did most of the work through the air with 284 pass yards.
And we saw a lot of that run game come in the first quarter for the Legends. And then overall, Homestead was just able to pass at will both quarters. So just right now, both these teams are rolling offensively. Defensively, neither have been able to do much. Very high third down conversion rates so far in this one, and we've got a shootout.
And it has been two offenses exploding in this one. And like you were saying, third down conversions, both teams have been playing great on third down. The Northside Legends 5 for 6 on third down conversions. But one story is both of these teams do have a turnover on downs.
That has been a problem, but these teams just wanting to attack, not thinking 3, just thinking 7 every single time. They've got the ball in their hands, and that is why they've been trying to go so fast.
And now we're going to send it down to sideline reporter Anthony Gery. Oh, now we're going to be taking a look at scores around the SAC. As Carroll is dominating Southside 58-6 at the break.
Just complete dominance. Southside finally able to get on the board. It had been 58-0 until Southside was able to score. But Jamie Sullivan looking good so far for the Chargers. Some other games, Lures, expect them. Snyder, expect to see that. Dwanger, expect to see that. Basically, everything you're expecting to see with the game of the week are right here.
And it has been a great game so far in this one. Right now, the Legends trailing by 1 possession and will get possession to start off this second half. We saw Bronte Johnson haul in 2 touchdown receptions, and we also saw Jonte Lambert break out for an 80-yard touchdown in the first half. We'll see if those 2 explosive playmakers can do it again in the second half for the Legends.
There have been a lot of explosive plays by some big-time players, and I expect nothing less than to see that once again in this second half.
And it has just been a great one so far. We'll see if the defenses can come up with bigger plays in this second half. We saw 1 forced fumble by the Homestead Spartans, which was recovered by the Legends, and we saw 1 fumble just come out from Jonte Lambert's hands, which the Spartans were able to recover, and that was truly a game-changing play. And now we are going to be sending it down to sideline reporter Anthony Gery with Homecoming King and Queen.
Thank you, Noah, and I'm standing by with your Homecoming King and Queen. First, I'm going to talk to you, Alejandro. Homecoming King, how do you feel right now?
Surprised a little bit. I didn't expect it, but woo! Slag.
Thank you, Alejandro. And our Homecoming Queen, our very own at Homestead Media, Nada the Hook. How do you feel right now?
Thanks, Anthony. I'm very surprised, and I'm glad my parents were here to see it. There we go. Thank you.
Congratulations to both of you. Noah?
Thank you, Anthony, and congratulations to the Homecoming King and Queen on homecoming night here from Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium. Homestead up 28-21 over the Legends, getting ready to kick it off to start off this second half.
This is what we had talked about going into this second half. The Legends scoring, cutting it to a 1-possession game, then getting the ball right back. They've done exactly what they needed to this point. Now they've got to capitalize on this possession here and tie the ball game up.
And here we are set up and ready to start off the second half. Nipshear sends this one high and back deep for the Homestead Spartans. It's caught back deep by the Legends. Jamari Pearson once again going to return this one and set up the Legends with nice field position down at the 26-yard line. About a 6-yard extra if it would have been a touchback.
And Pearson finally able to recognize what they should do as Knipshear was kicking off there. The Legends were standing at closer to the 10-yard line rather than back a little bit further, 5-yard in between there and the end zone. But much better job there, and it's going to lead to much better field position than they have had the last 2 possessions.
So now the Legends and quarterback Bodie Dickerson are set up with a 1st down and 10, trailing by 7, entering this second half. Dickerson drops back to throw, sends it right side over to Bronte Johnson, who brings it in, but straight to the ground. That's actually going to be a loss there on the completion for the Legends, setting up a 2nd down and 11.
Now some confusion, it looks like, of whether or not he caught it, but that's one of those plays where when you go down in high school, you just can't get back up. You're down there, so better to just drop it there if you're Johnson.
Now on 2nd down and 11. Once again, Dickerson, the quarterback, Lambert, the running back. Trips out to the near side now, as the ball is handed off to Lambert, who loses the ball. It comes out, and it's recovered by the Homestead Spartans. 3rd time Lambert lost the ball this game, and the Spartans take possession.
What a great job by the Spartans team to start off the second half right. It looked like it was in there to force the fumble. Ryan Schoaf was in there, and then Spartans able to jump on it, giving them great field possession now at the 26-yard line of the Legends.
Now the Spartans offense and Peyton Slavin back out on this field. Takes a step, drops back to throw. Over the middle, a cut past the Grant Leaper, who walks his way to the end zone. Touchdown Spartans. They move it quick. Now up 34-21 as Brashawn Brissett is slowly getting up for the Northside Legends defense after that great touchdown reception by Grant Leaper.
Northside secondary has really struggled in this game so far. Slavin able to throw at his own will whenever he wants, wherever he wants. There, Grant Leaper, the bigger body, able to hold it in.
And Slavin right now really seems to be turning it up. He looked comfortable in the Snyder game, even though it turned out not to be going the way the Spartans wanted, as Stavridis sends that extra point up. And it's good, but a flag comes in. We're going to see what the official ruling on that one is, as we're going to be sending it to break as the Spartans lead 35-21.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
And there was a personal foul on Northside after that PAT attempt, which is going to set up the Spartans kickoff unit at the Legends 45-yard line after a Grant Leaper receiving touchdown gave Homestead a 35-21 lead. This Spartans offense has exploded in this ballgame.
They've looked so good in this game, scoring more points than they have in the last 3 games. Now, just a minute in to the second half, Slavin finding his receivers and looking very good out there.
And the only time the Spartans have scored more than 35 this season was week 1 when they played against Northrop and won that game 50-14. As Nipshear's going to send this one high back into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Legends will take possession from the 20-yard line, set up with a 1st down and 10, trailing 35-21.
Now this becomes a huge possession with a 2-possession lead for the Spartans. You're coming out of the half, having a chance to tie the ball game up. Now you find yourself just a minute later down by 14. Defense forced 3 fumbles so far for the Spartans on Lambert. Lambert really needs to pick it up and need to be much more secure with the ball.
And really, the game-changing fumble we saw was on the first play from scrimmage for the Northside Legends offense when Lambert had a chance at a touchdown and it was a fumble. And now on this first down, it's a complete pass that was thrown to Caden Hurst by Bodie Dickerson. Actually, and yes, it's going to be complete, setting up a 2nd down and 2 for this Legends offense.
Good throw there, just trying to get Dickerson back into rhythm. Good play there. Get some chemistry going, get some rhythm back.
Now Dickerson, once again, going to be in the gun with Lambert with him in the backfield. Takes a snap, handing it off to Lambert, who's pushing his way for that first down. This Legends offense has been rolling all night long. They've just had some crucial mistakes that has allowed the Spartans defense to get the best of them.
Even though Lambert has been running so well in this game, it's been those fumbles that is why they find themselves 2 scores down. But if he can just clean that up for the rest of this game and keep on running like he has been, there's a very good chance that the Legends could be right back in it.
Now with 10:20 left in this third quarter, Dickerson going to drop back to throw a screen pass to Johnson on the left side. Johnson tries to break the first tackle, but then the second Spartan defender gets in there and makes the stop for the Homestead Spartans.
Just a great job right there to get in and not allow Johnson any space. We've seen when he gets down the field and has the ball in his hands, he's scored both times that he's gotten it past other than from a screen pass. So you really need to contain Johnson as much as you can.
Now on 2nd down and 13. Dickerson in the gun. Rolling out to the right side now, under a bit of pressure. Throws it over the middle, and it's caught. Complete. That time to Dylan Sheebley, setting up a 3rd down and short. This is a team that's 5 for 6 so far on 3rd down conversions in this one, trying to make it 6 for 7.
Sheebley has been Dickerson's go-to guy on those 2nd and longs, just trying to pick up good yardage to get back to a 3rd and short, make it very manageable. That's exactly what you did right there.
Now Dickerson once again on the gun. 3rd down, fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself. Going out to the left side, breaks a tackle, and then is shoestring tackled by Jose Espinoza. 4th down and 3 coming up for the Northside Legends.
Espinoza with a huge stop there to contain Dickerson. Now this is going to be a huge 4th down, 0 for 1 so far for the Legends on 4th down. Huge play for both offense and defense.
And now on 4th down and 3, Bodie Dickerson staying out there for this offense. Jonte Lambert with him in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, throws it over right side to Bronte Johnson, who bears his way past the 1st down markers all the way down to the 47-yard line. 1st down, Legends.
The Legends just trying to get the ball into Bronte's hands as much as they can. It's almost like a screen pass there, just getting it to him very quickly, let him get the ball in open space and just go to work like he did there. Putting the ball in your best player's hands when you need him the most. You got to trust that he's going to go get his yards, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on 1st down and 10. Dickerson, the quarterback once again for this Legends team. Lambert motions out to the left side, gets the reception, now running in open space all the way down to the 30. Gets past Wyatt Little and stepped out of bounds. Wyatt Little actually did a nice job forcing Lambert to go out of bounds there, but not before Lambert could get a huge gain, moving the chains once again for the Legends.
And I think that's going to go as a run there, so adding to his run total as is a backwards pass by Dickerson. He's got to be nearing 200 yards now. You got to expect him to get at some point in this game based on how he's been running the ball.
And how about the play call there from the Northside Legends coaching staff? We've seen a couple bottled up runs trying to go straight up the middle, so changed it up a little bit. Jonte out in motion and then found him. As now on this 1st down and 10, Dickerson going to take a shot to the end zone, and that one sails over the head of Bronte Johnson and falls incomplete, setting up a 2nd down and 10.
That is a very risky pass right there, as it is well overthrown as well. Trying to go deep for Johnson, but throwing into double coverage, never a good idea, even if you've got Bronte Johnson.
A risky pass there from Bodie Dickerson. Fell incomplete and is now going to set up a 2nd down and 10. Taking the snap, hands it off to Lambert. Now going out to the right side. Finds an open hole all the way down to the 10. Powering his way inside the 5, diving to the end zone. And did he get it? We'll see the official ruling, and he's just shy of the end zone. Down at about the half-yard line, the Legends keep on moving.
And you got to think that after this, at the 1-yard line, just hand the ball off. Whoever's in there, Lambert, if he's still ready to go, not tired from that last few runs, but just run the ball behind Jordan King. He is very good offensive lineman, 6'5", 310 pounds. Just run it right up the gut.
And now on this 1st down and goal, they give it to Devon Doty, who dives to the end zone and is just shy. The Spartans come up with the goal line stand on 1st down and goal, but the Legends still get 3 more tries.
And they tried running towards King there over to the left side, but Dowdy had nowhere to go, as apparently the run was too predictable for this defense, as they can just stack up almost everybody in that box there.
Now on 2nd down and goal. Legends still in shotgun, even on this short yardage scenario. Bronte Johnson comes in motion, takes a snap, or takes the handoff and goes to the end zone, but a flag was thrown. We're going to see the official ruling on this one, as it's going to be an illegal shift on the Legends offense. It's going to push them back and take away the touchdown. So it's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 6-yard line now.
And that's really a huge penalty there, as obviously Johnson was able to score right there, but also moving it back to the 6-yard line, it makes it a lot harder to just hand the ball off and let your player try to just get that 1 yard.
Now on the 2nd down and goal, once again, Johnson coming in motion. This time, Dickerson gonna keep it. Walks his way to the end zone. Bodie Dickerson finds the end zone on the quarterback keeper. As a Spartan is down after that play. Injured on the near side end zone. That's Orlando Sheets down for the Homestead Spartans, as Homestead's lead was just trimmed to just 8, 35-27, as Orlando Sheets is down with an injury.
That was a very good drive there for Northside, as they're just able to drive down pretty easily with Lambert and then finish it on the ground once again.
And now we're going to be taking a quick break during this injury timeout, but we'll be back with more Homestead football.
Rethink your limits.
Welcome back to Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium, as Orlando Sheets was just walked off the field after being down on an injury after that Northside touchdown run by Bodie Dickerson. Fernando Ramirez in to kick the extra point, as the Legends try to trim this down to just a 7-point deficit. Ramirez sends the extra point up, and it's good. 35-28. Homestead's lead cut down to one possession once again by this Legends offense.
The Legends right back in this game. It's just been those fumbles, 2 of them that they have lost from Lambert, that's really cost them in this game so far. If they can clean it up, they're going to look a lot better, but their defense needs to step up as well. Slavin's been able to throw for over 300 yards now in this game. He's been having a field day so far, and the Legends have had no answer for him.
They really have not had an answer, as Peyton Slavin has looked absolutely phenomenal tonight, finding all of his open receivers and connecting on those deep shots downfield.
It's just been that connection, that rhythm he's been in with his players, those deep shots. It's all about timing. He's been able to connect on most of them. There's been 2 or 3 that I'm sure he would like to have back, but overall, he's been playing a really solid game. Not been giving the ball up yet.
As Ramirez is going to be kicking off this extra point, or not extra point, going to be kicking off for the Legends, as the Legends are currently down by 7 against these Homestead Spartans. Entering this week, the Legends' most points allowed was 28 points in a game against the Carroll Chargers, but with 21 minutes, or 18 minutes still left in the game, the Legends have already gave up 35 to the Spartans, as Oxier is going to bring back this kickoff for the Spartans, and he's brought down at the 15-yard line.
And Oxier just never moving up the field there. He probably ran for 20 yards, but it was just horizontally on the field, running along the 15-yard line for about the whole time, and he wasn't able to get any farther down the field. You got to tell him to just try to go down the field even if you can't go far.
Now on 1st down and 10, Spartans up by 1 possession with the ball. Slavin going to be in the gun, Johnson the back. Dropping back, looking to throw. Throws it over the middle, short of Brett Fox. Fox got a little bit of space past the defender there, but the ball was thrown just a little short.
Fox was able to connect on a deep bomb earlier, but that's number 4 now that he's been underthrown or thrown behind him in this game. The rhythm just a little bit off. Maybe go quick screen pass to try to get back in rhythm with Fox.
Now on 2nd down, Spartans on their own 15-yard line. Johnson the back once again. Hands it off to Johnson, who powers his way straight up the middle to get very close to the 1st down marker. And they will move those chains. 1st down, Homestead.
Spartans really got away from that run game in that 2nd quarter, but you see there, Johnson just finding the holes up the middle. He's just such a strong runner, using that to his advantage right there. Maybe the Spartans try to go back, establish their run game once again, then after that, go back to Slavin.
Now Slavin and Johnson once again going to be in the backfield for the Homestead Spartans. And this time, Slavin's going to fake the handoff, throw it left side over to Fox, who's in some open space. Davon Downing one-on-one, tries to juke him out, and then is brought down as a flag is thrown at about the 48-yard line. Jamari Pearson, currently down for the Legends, or slowly getting up for the Legends now. And we'll see what the flag was on this play. I was thrown deep in the secondary. And it's going to be a hold on the Homestead Spartans. It's going to be a spot foul. And it is going to be putting the Spartans at the 41-yard line. Or the 36-yard line, excuse me.
Well, even though Fox got all those yards there, still going to be a first down with 10 of them coming back. So another really good play there. Good option play for Slavin. He could have kept it or he could have passed it like he did, but just opening up the field for Slavin.
Now Slavin in the gun with Johnson in the backfield with him. Flag thrown pre-snap this time, as it's going to be an encroachment penalty on the Northrop Bruins. Got to move the Spartans offense 5 yards forward. So the Spartans offense gives Northside 10 yards on a penalty. Northside answers by giving 5 yards to Homestead's offense.
And once again, as we were saying, as we just saw before Pearson was down, it looked like he might have been a little injured, but right there making the mistake, just making it that much easier now for the Spartans on first down.
First down and 5. Slavin dropping back to throw. Feeling some pressure, rolling out to the right side. Intended target, Axier, falls incomplete. But once again, a flag comes down in the backfield. This time it might be on the Spartans' offensive line. And it is going to be a hold on the Homestead Spartans' offensive line. So just 3 straight penalties right here from these teams, as the Spartans are going to be put back with a first down and long now after being gifted a first down and short.
This game is really starting to slow down now as it's starting to get a little bit sloppy. You mentioned 3 penalties in a row now, just stalling the offense now for the Spartans. We'll see if they can find the rhythm again.
A first down and 18 for the Homestead Spartans after that holding, but they just had a first down and 5. As Slavin's gonna be in shotgun. Takes the snap, throws it left side, complete to Fox. Jukes out the defender and dives for a couple-yard gain. Still set up with a second down and long, the Spartans are.
Just trying to get some yards back. They're getting about 5, it looks like, on that play. I'd expect them to go to another high percentage pass or a run to Johnson, just try to pick up some more yards and make it third and manageable rather than having a third and long.
So now on second down and 14. Slavin once again in shotgun. Dropping back to throw. He's got to keep it himself. Running out to the right side. Slides down and got a nice gain there. Got to set up a third down and about 6 yards for the Homestead Spartans offense. Got it to the third and manageable area that you were just talking about, Noah.
Yeah, he picked up 9 yards there, but once again, he had about 3 more yards he probably could have gone until he was touched. We've seen Slavin 3 times now try to just not take a hit, which is smart, but he's also got some more room to go, which would have made it about a 3rd and 2.
Now Slavin in the gun, along with Johnson in the backfield. 3rd down and 6 coming up. Slavin drops back to throw. Throws it over to the left side, and it's picked up by Jamari Pearson at the 50-yard line, and then he's brought down. The Legends defense comes up with a big play they needed.
That was one of the worst plays I've seen, as Slavin just completely stared down Swagger there and threw it straight to Pearson. Wasn't even close to his receiver. It was super predictable where he was going. He never even took his eyes off of Swagger.
Maybe just some miscommunication there between the receiver and the quarterback. Just throwing it way past where the receiver was. Maybe think that comeback or curl route was supposed to go farther down the field than it did. As Dickerson's going to take the snap on first down and 10, and then is brought down. A sack by Jackson Chrisman.
Jackson Chrisman's going to do everything he can to keep his team in it. Even if Slavin's throwing a pick there, he's going to try to get Slavin right back on the field. His 2nd sack of the night now.
Dickerson just had nowhere to go on that play. Homestead defense came up with a big first down answer after the interception thrown by their offense. Dickerson takes the snap, hands it off to Lambert. Lambert breaking tackles all the way down to the 30 and is finally brought down. That time by Justin Goskowitz. He hasn't got much time from scrimmage. We've seen a lot of him from special teams, but Justin Goskowitz with the nice tackle there after a big gain from Jonte Lambert.
And another thing to mention is that Michael Welch is now out there. Gavin Kozat has still not come in. You got to expect Dickerson to attack Welch.
Now Dickerson in shotgun, throws it left side, complete to Johnson. Out in open space, down to the sideline, tripped up, very close to the first down marker, and he will move the chains for the Legends.
Johnson again showing you why he's so good with the ball in his hands. Very similar to Brett Fox when they get the ball out to him quickly on those screen passes. Obviously, Fox a little bit more of a hybrid player, whereas Johnson has been primarily used as just a wide receiver, but both of them are so dangerous with the ball in their hands.
Now on 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. It's going to be Bodie Dickerson in the gun. Lambert alongside him. Johnson comes in motion, handoff to Lambert. Lambert out to the left side, powering his way, but then he fumbles the ball. But he's down before the ball came out. At the 5-yard line for the Legends. Jonte Lambert has had some issues holding on to this one tonight.
I don't know if we've ever seen somebody fumble as many times as he has in a perfectly good conditions game, but once again, he needs to clean that up. We thought we had seen the last. I mean, he was down there, but still really scary if you're a Legend fan.
Now Bodie Dickerson, once again in the gun. Johnson this time gets the handoff wall in motion. Powers his way for a couple yards, dives to the end zone, and scores! Bronte Johnson, the hat trick.
And just another one of those plays where you get it into Bronte Johnson's hands, and he's going to go to work. Just one of those little touch passes that we've seen in the NFL many times. The Chiefs like to use it with Tyreek Hill. The 3rd touchdown for Bronte Johnson. He had 3 coming into this game. He's already got 6 now, at least, coming out of this game.
Bronte Johnson playing phenomenal for these Legends as they are going to attempt to tie the ball game up as they are down 1 with Fernando Ramirez lining up for this PAT attempt. Dickerson, the holder here, as the PAT is up and away, and it ties up the game. 35 all. Northside Homestead.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Welcome back to Homestead versus Northside. 14 minutes remain in this ball game right now as the Legends just tied it up 35-35.
And just when you thought the Legends were going to be out of it starting this half, fumble, Spartans convert with a touchdown to Grant Leaper. They come right back, tie it up at 35 now, 2 straight touchdowns for the Legends.
Now Ramirez going to send this one away for the Northside Legends. As Auxier and Fox are back to return for the Spartans. Ramirez sends this one deep. It's going to be Auxier to return it. Down to the 20, all the way to the 30. Out at the 50-yard line is Mason Auxier. That's a way to answer quickly for the Homestead Spartans after the Legends tied it up.
And coming back with Peyton Slavin, back on the field after throwing that interception. You've got to just let him settle back and throw some quick passes, get some screens out to Fox, quick slant routes to Oxier, to Swagger, and then also run the ball, establish a run game once again.
Now, first down and 10 for the Homestead Spartans. Ball game now tied up after just a few minutes ago. They held a 14-point lead. As Slavin's in the gun. Fox the back. The handoff goes to Fox, straight up the middle. He's got some speed out to the 37-yard line with a first down carry to start off the drive. Already in Legends territory, the Spartans offense moves.
Well, just from the start of this game, we saw a big return out to the 40-yard line. That's where the Spartans started this game, and I think that just should have told us that this was going to be a lot of offense and not a lot of defense in this one. As you see, big return from Oxier, and then Fox, as you said, getting it across midfield already, just one play.
Now on this first down and 10 in Legends territory. Slavin in the gun. Hands it off to Fox. Now bouncing out to the right side. Diving his way for a couple-yard gain. Going to set up a second down and 6 for the Homestead Spartans offense after a nice gain there from Brett Fox.
Fox back in the backfield right now. We've seen a lot of Johnson in this game. Fox been more of a receiver so far, and he had a huge touchdown earlier that he hauled in. But now going to the run game, can utilize him in so many different ways. He's just been a huge component of this offense this year.
Now the Northside Legends defense doing some motion pre-snap as Slavin's going to keep this one himself, and he gains about 2 yards. Going to set up a third down and moderate here for the Homestead Spartans.
And there was a lot of confusion on that defensive line for Northside, but Slavin just did not hike it, didn't feel like they were ready to go. And then the little option play, electing to keep it. We've seen him run a good amount this game, especially on designed runs. We've seen a few QB draws and then other option plays that we've seen a lot, but those QB draws coming into play in this one.
Now it's going to be a third down and 5 for the Homestead Spartans. Slavin in the gun. Takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Right side over to Fox. Complete. Diving for the first down. Very close. We'll see if he was able to move the chains. No official ruling yet, as that will bring us to the end of the third quarter there. And we'll see if this is a first down or not. And they are going to bring it to the end of the third quarter officially here now, as they are bringing out the chains to measure if this is a first down. And it is going to be very close on this here, as they are going to move the chains for Homestead and set up a first down and 10 at the start of this fourth quarter. As right now we have a tie ball game, 35-35.
And just another great job there by the Spartans to pick up their first down. Fox getting those tough yards once again.
And tonight is Red for Riley night at Homestead High School, as the Homestead Spartans and Northside Legends combined were able to raise $8,705 for Riley's Children's Hospital here tonight at Red for Riley night. And with that, each and every one of the team captains on this Homestead football team, win or loss, are going to get pied in the face after this game.
Just a great cause out here tonight, supporting Red for Riley. You love to see it, and just great that everyone is out here supporting it tonight.
And now to set up a first down and 10, the Spartans looking to take a fourth quarter lead from the 28-yard line of the Northside Legends, Peyton Slavin leading the Spartans. Fox in the backfield with him. Swager comes in motion. Fox gets the handoff, going out to the left side, brought down by multiple Legends defenders after a nice little gain there for the Homestead Spartans, setting up a 2nd down and 5.
Once again, going to that ground game, and that's just really what they've been trying to establish so far on this drive. It's been all runs to this point that's been able to pick them up this yardage. I think they'll continue to do that until Slavin settles back in.
Now on 2nd down and 5, Slavin drops back to throw. Fakes a pass left side, then throws it deep to the right side. Oxier almost gets it, but then it's batted away. Bronte Johnson, the safety, in there to break that one up.
Johnson just does it all for the Legends, offensively, defensively. But Slavin there doing a great job to evade the pressure, not go down for a sack, and just able to scramble enough until he's able to get the ball out and just live for another down. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 6, a very big play here. I think it's going to be 2-down territory based on the fact that earlier in the game, from about the same distance to go to the end zone, they ended up going for it on 4th down. So maybe see a run here, set up a very 4th and manageable.
As Slavin's going to take the snap. They're going to drop back to throw here under a bit of pressure. Right side over to Grant Leeper. He was not able to hold on to that one as it falls incomplete. Going to set up a 4th down and 6 from the 24-yard line. Right now, this would be a 41-yard field goal. Nico Stavridis' long on the season is 36 yards. So this may be out of his range. As the Homestead Spartans are getting lined up for this play, as Bronte Johnson's going to be sent to the sideline with an equipment issue. Pre-play here with an official timeout. As it's going to be 4th down and 6. With Bronte Johnson coming back out onto the field for the Northside Legends. And the officials converge as he was sent to the sideline with that equipment issue, meaning that he's not eligible to come back on for this play, and Northside might end up being forced to take a timeout after that. We'll see what the official ruling is. As the Spartans are still set up for this 4th down and 6. A huge play here early on in this 4th quarter. Tie ball game. Spartans looking to take a lead. Slavin in the gun. Fox in the backfield with him. One out to the left side. Then looks to the right. Fox wide open. Goes out to the right side, but a flag comes out. Fox runs into the end zone, but flags fly out everywhere as Mason Oxier had a clear block in the back for the Homestead Spartans.
And that's going to make it very interesting as it's going to push it back to another 4th down, and then we'll see what the Spartans elect to do, whether or not this is going to be more than 4th and 6 or not.
And we'll see what the flag near the end zone was, as another flag came out late in this game.
But with that, Bronte Johnson is going to be able to come back on the field, it looks like.
There were 2 penalties on that play, a face mask on Northside and a block in the back on the Homestead Spartans. Those 2 are going to offset. So now we're going to replay this 4th down and 6 from the 24-yard line. This time, as you were saying, Bronte Johnson's going to be out there for the Northside defense. As Bronte is just standing on the near sideline, converging with the official, seeming upset at the moment, as he's going to walk to the sideline once again. Another equipment issue for Bronte Johnson, sending him to the sideline. Just an unfortunate sequence of events right here, as Bronte Johnson is clearly frustrated, as the Spartans are just awaiting, trying to get through this 4th down.
This is going to be a huge play here, as last time they were able to pick it up, but then it came back. But 4th and 6, just under 11 minutes left in this ball game, but a tied ball game that is. If they pick it up, they're going to be really close to scoring into the red zone. If not, the Legends offense that scored 2 times in a row is going to be coming back onto the field.
Now Slavin in the gun as the Legends jump off sides. Brandon Jenkins was the one to jump for the Legends, as Slavin drew him off with a nice hard count, setting up a 4th down and 1 now. And now, 4th down and 1. Slavin under center this time. Fox in the backfield behind him. Slavin with the hard count here, calling out the play. Takes a snap, trying to push his way for the 1st down, and he is very close. We'll see what the official ruling is here. Both teams say they won that battle. No official ruling on it yet.
Both times we've seen Slavin under center in this game, it's been for that little QB sneak, and it's worked well to this point. It looked like it worked well once again, but not sure what the ruling is yet, as they're still discussing it.
The Legends seem to be growing some confidence that they were able to stop the Spartans, but now we will have, once again, another official measurement. 2nd one of the drive for the Homestead Spartans. Here come the chains, and they move those chains. Half of a football past the 1st down is enough for a 1st down.
That's all you need, just the tip of the ball to be past the chain link there, and that's exactly what they got. So now it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line of the Legends, threatening to score in the red zone for the Spartans.
Now on 1st down and 10, it's going to be Slavin in the gun. Drops back to throw. Looking deep into the end zone. Sees Rivera, and it's picked off. An interception, this time by the running back, Jonte Lambert. He comes in on defense too, making the NIT. Huge play for the Legends defense.
And that just completely changed this game around, as Slavin threw it behind once again. His receiver, Rivera, it was that time. Just needed to throw it towards the sideline where only his man could get it, and threw it way behind Rivera, and that's where Lambert was able to jump on it and get the huge pick, changing this game.
And right now, this is very reminiscent of the Northside Dwenger game. Northside struggled early on, faced a 2-possession deficit around halftime, but then in the 2nd half, took control, was able to win that game against Bishop Dwenger. And right now, Northside, they were down 2 possessions in the 3rd quarter, but they're tied up here, and their offense has a chance to take the lead on this possession. As Bronte Johnson's gonna be in shotgun. As Bodie Dickerson's gonna be in shotgun. Takes the snap and rolls out to the right side. A flag is thrown during the play on that one. And it's gonna be holding on the Northside Legends. That's gonna bring them back and move them behind the chains.
It's now gonna set up a 1st and 20, as even if it was behind the line of scrimmage, it can only go about halfway to the end zone. So another big setback for Northside, and we've seen a few penalties on them that earlier in the first half when they were driving, they just kept on getting held up by some penalties, and once again seeing that here.
And that's going to put the Legends all the way inside their own 10-yard line. Going to set them up with a very difficult first down here. First down and 21 for the Northside Legends. Bodie Dickerson in gun. Takes the snap, rolling out to the left side, keeps it himself, and is stuffed after a short gain. Still going to be about 2nd and 19 for this Legends offense.
And Espinoza has been playing a really solid game in this one, getting some more playing time than usual, and he's using it to his advantage as he made another good tackle right there, only allowing 2 yards for Dickerson. But if they can get a stop here, force a punt, that'd be huge for the Spartans. Get the ball in very good field position.
Now Dickerson, once again in the gun, drops back to throw. Throwing deep down the right sideline. The ball is caught. Actually incomplete. A nice attempt at a one-handed grab, but it fell incomplete. Setting up a 3rd and 19. That was Caden Hurst who attempted a great grab there, but just could not haul it in and then.
That would have been a crazy one-handed grab there by Hurst, but once again not able to bring it in bounds, and we saw that earlier from Johnson where he wasn't able to bring down the touchdown in bounds. But right here, huge 3rd down. It's a big stop needed for the Spartans.
Now on 3rd down, it's Dickerson dropping back to throw. Looks over the middle. Zach Zolman's the only player near that ball as it falls incomplete. 4th down and 19 coming up. After an interception by the Spartans offense, the Spartans defense comes up big and forces a 3-and-out, giving it back to the Spartans offense.
We haven't seen a punt yet tonight from the Legends, but they're going to be very close to their own end zone here while they're punting. And right now, Auxier is about at the 40-yard line, so looks like they're going to have very good field position.
And now the Legends sending this one away, and it's blocked, or appears to be. We'll see if it actually was, as it's picked up by Mason Auxier. He's going to bring this one back. He's at the 30, all the way down to the 20, the 10, and is all the way into the end zone. A punt return touchdown. Wow. The Homestead Spartans are energized now.
What a huge heads-up play by Mason Auxier to pick that ball up. All the other Spartans were just watching it roll around, but Auxier trusts himself there to pick it up and returned it to the house. A huge play.
Absolutely incredible play for the Homestead Spartans right there. And all around, this has been an absolutely incredible game so far. High scoring, back and forth offensive action, as right now the Homestead Spartans take back the lead. Stavridis in to kick the extra point for the 7th time tonight. 6th time tonight, actually. As that one goes up and it is in. 6 for 6 on the night, 42-35. Homestead Spartan lead in this 4th quarter.
Marco's Pizza, located at 10345 Illinois Road, inside the shops of Scott Road. Marco specializes in pizza, subs, and more. Order online at marcos.com or by phone at 625-6800. Thank you, Marcos, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead Media's athletics coverage.
Ooh, I can't wait to get you home.
Ooh, I'm gonna eat you up when you go home. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. I'm just gonna bite you.
Oh, baby, that looks amazing. Marcos, pizza lovers get it.
Welcome back to Homestead Northside. 42-35. Homestead's lead. 9:27 left now in the fourth quarter. These Homestead Spartans have found ways to hold on to this lead. We just saw the defense come up with a big 3-and-out, and then the special teams find their way to the end zone on a punt return touchdown from Mason Oxier.
Mason Oxier's completely shifting the momentum there. Spartans had not scored since their opening possession of this half, but able to get back in the end zone and sending the Northside Legends back onto the offensive side where they just went 3-and-out.
Now the Spartans ready to send this one away. Send it out to the 20-yard line. Now going to bring it back is Jamari Pearson. Down the right sideline, still breaking tackles at the 36, and is finally brought down as a flag was thrown into the mix there. We'll see what the penalty was there. No official ruling yet, as Homestead just took the lead in this one, 42-35, after a punt return touchdown from Mason Oxier. There's a nice kick return there from Jamari Pearson. We'll see if this penalty helps out the Spartans or the Legends, as it is going to be a penalty on the Homestead Spartans. A face mask on Homestead. Gonna give the Legends even better field position to start off this drive.
Looks like they're gonna be right at the 50-yard line to start this drive. So very good position once again to start a drive for the Legends and just to try to get this game tied once again.
Now Dickerson in the gun on this first down and 10. 50 yards out from the end zone. Down 7. This Legends offense has trips on the near side as Lambert's, or actually a fake handoff to Lambert, as Dickerson's going to keep it, run it very close to the first down marker, and go out just shy of the first down.
Really good option play, making the right decision there by Dickerson to keep that one. He's looked very good on the ground so far in this game, able to get a lot of yards, especially when you have Lambert in the backfield. You think the ball's going to go to him a lot, and that's what opens up the running game for Dickerson.
Now Dickerson, once again going to be in the gun. Lambert the back with him. Takes a snap. This time it's Lambert with the carry, powering his way for that first down. The Legends moving the chains in Spartan territory as the clock keeps on rolling in this fourth quarter right now. Just over 9 minutes. Homestead trying to hold on to the 7-point lead.
As Lambert was coming off there, it looks like he was limping a little bit, and then he went to lie down, so that's definitely something to keep an eye out for the last 9 minutes of this one.
Now Dickerson taking the snap. Fakes a pass and then rolls out of the pocket and slides for a couple-yard gain. Nice job there for Dickerson, getting a nice gain on first down.
Just going very slowly on this drive, taking their time, very similar to the drive that they had to end the first half. So far, they had good field position to start, but then going slowly, just trying to take off some time in the clock and keep that Homestead offense off the field, wear down the Homestead defense.
Now Dickerson dropping back to throw once again, but they're going to throw a flag and blow this one dead as it's a false start by the Northside Legends offense.
And once again, the self-inflicted penalties is just bringing back Northside. They've had way too many of them, and that and the fumbles are the two things that you could definitely look back at when this game is over and that's why the outcome could be what it is.
The Legends have definitely struggled with penalties throughout this one. Very often have been put behind the chains. And last possession on a holding penalty, that very much hurt this Legends offense, which ended up in a punt return touchdown for the Spartans. As Dickerson's going to send this one out to the left side of Lambert. Lambert bursting out past the secondary all the way to the end zone. A touchdown for this Northside Legends squad, cutting the lead down to 1 once again as they have a chance to tie with a PAT from Fernando Ramirez.
Just like that, Lambert finds himself in the end zone once again. He came off for a little bit, but now he's back on and just showing you why he's been so good all year long.
Jonte Lambert, Bronte Johnson, two guys we said coming into this game are elite playmakers, and they have been on full display tonight, showing their abilities. Right there, Jonte Lambert just bursting out to the secondary all the way to the end zone as Ramirez knocks in that extra point to tie it up, 42-42. 8 minutes left in the ball game. And now we're going to send it down to sideline reporter Anthony Gery.
Noah, and this game so far has been a complete shootout, 42-42 with 8 minutes left in this ball game. And now it's time to start thinking a little bit about history. And right now, Peyton Slavin's record in these down-to-the-wire games hasn't been great. Currently 0-4 in his 2 years as a starter. But so far tonight, with 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, he has played a really phenomenal game, probably one of his best games of the entire season. So we'll see if he can flip the script in the final minutes of this one. Noah?
Thank you, Anthony, as the Northside Legends just tied up this ball game at 42 after a touchdown by Jonte Lambert. Now on the kickoff, Oxy is going to return this one for Homestead. Going to bring it out to about the 30-yard line when he's brought down. Tied up, 42-42. We have seen these offenses be high-flying with big plays all night long. We'll see if the Homestead Spartans can answer the Legends and take back the lead.
And last time we saw Spartans offense out on the field, they threw an interception, but out here once again, you got to think Cam Johnson to get a little bit more involved with him back in the game now.
Now Slavin in the gun, hands it off to Johnson. Straight up the middle, a couple-yard gain, and that's going to set up a 2nd down and 6. The Spartans really can take their time on this possession with a tie game, 7 minutes left. No need to be in a hurry here.
Not at all, especially if you can take down the clock completely. It's going to be really hard, though, with 7.5 minutes, so that might prompt the Spartans take a shot at one point, as the farthest man back for the Legends is Bassett right now, and he's only about 10 yards back.
Pre-snap, a flag was thrown as it's going to be a false start on the Homestead Spartans. That's going to put him back behind the chains once again. Both teams have been facing a lot of offensive penalties throughout the night.
And it's really been setting them back, just completely ruining the rhythm for both these teams. We saw Northside on their last possession overcome those penalties and be able to get it into the end zone. We'll see if the Spartans can do the same.
Now Slavin in the gun. Johnson with him in the backfield. Looking to throw to the right side, complete to Fox. Oxier sets him up with a block out to the right side and then dives out of bounds for the first down. Spartans are going to move the chains here. First down and 10, Homestead. 7:01 left in this fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. These are 2 3-2 teams in the SAC looking to prove themselves here in a big game in week 6. First down and 10 from the 43-yard line. Slavin once again in shotgun for the Spartans offense. Gonna hand it off to Johnson. Going up the middle and powers his way for about 9 yards there, just shy of the first down.
Getting back to that run game has been very helpful for the passing game. It opened up the passing game in that second quarter because Cam Johnson was running it so well in that first quarter. They got away from it in the third quarter, ran into some problems, 2 interceptions recently by Slavin. Get back to that run game and then go to the pass game.
Now they're going to hand it off, or actually keep it right now with Slavin. Running all around Northside Legend defenders all the way down to the 10, and then he's brought down inside the 5. What a run there by quarterback Peyton Slavin.
And that is exactly why Peyton Slavin needs to keep on running. He's slid down so many times. It was almost like the Legend defenders were expecting him to slide down, so they didn't go after him. And he didn't that time, and it ends up in a huge gain, putting the Spartans at the 4-yard line now.
Now 6 minutes remain in this fourth quarter. A tie ball game. Spartans looking to take the lead. Slavin takes the snap, hands it off to Johnson, straight up the gut, powering his way towards the end zone, and he is just shy. Second down and goal from inches coming up.
And you got to expect them to go right back to Cam Johnson here. Maybe go with a play option play with the run here for Slavin. Maybe keep it himself. But regardless, punch this one in the end zone. And then you got 5 minutes left. Get a defensive stop.
Now Slavin in shotgun. Johnson behind him. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Johnson, who walks his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Homestead once again. This time taking a 6-point lead in the fourth quarter. 5 minutes remain in this ball game. The Northside Legends entering this game at most allowed 28 points in a ball game, and that was against the Carroll Chargers. But Homestead completely flipped the script tonight. 48 points on the board. As a flag is thrown pre-snap here, encroachment on the Northside special teams here.
That last drive there for the Spartans was just perfect. They ran the ball to get themselves there the whole drive except for a pass to Brett Fox. And that just shows you why they need to reestablish this run game, and it'll open up their pass game. But there's really no reason to go away from the run game because it's been very efficient here tonight.
Now Stavridis lining up to kick this extra point as it goes up and straight down the middle. 49-42. Homestead lead. 5:10 to go.
rethink your limits.
Welcome back to the Homestead football as Northside is facing a 7-point deficit now, about to take possession as Henry Nipshear is going to be sending this one away. (49-42), Homestead with the lead. The Spartans getting ready to send this kick away. Send it bouncing at the 20-yard line, and then it's a pitch play. Bronte Johnson down the left sideline and out of bounds. Now the Legends. 5 minutes left in the ball game. Bodie Dickerson coming out on the field, looking to lead his team on a fourth quarter comeback.
Dickerson has played very solid in this game, doing it on the ground and through the air. He's been able to lead his team so far in this one. Lambert and Johnson have been the two main guys on the offense that they've been going to. So you got to expect those two to be a huge role in this drive here.
Now Dickerson hands it off to Lambert, who's going down the right side, bursting for the first down. Jonte Lambert all night long has been showing that quick speed, just bursting into the secondary every time he gets a touch. Legends set up with a first down and 10 on their own 44-yard line. Dickerson once again going to be in gun. Lambert with it. Johnson comes in motion. Once again, a handoff to Lambert. This time it's bottled up by the Spartans defensive unit there, setting up a second down and 10 for the Northside Legends. And the helmet came off of Lambert there, so he's going to be forced to head to the sideline for one play.
A lot of helmets coming off this game, but that may lead to Dickerson throwing the ball here. We haven't seen him throw it in a while. We've seen him take a lot of those option plays, but now with Doherty in the backfield, he might go back to one of those options.
Now Dickerson takes a snap. Left side screen over to Johnson. Johnson with a juke move, powering his way for a nice gain there. About 7-yard gain, setting up a third down and 3. The Legends in need of a conversion. Definitely in 4-down territory here. As 3:30 now remains in this fourth quarter. It's a 7-point Homestead lead. This Northside team has been in some close ball games, as the first 3 games of the season came down to one possession. So far, 1 and 2 in one possession ball games this season. As Lambert gets the reception out on the right side, down the right sideline all the way into Spartan territory, down at the 37-yard line.
And on that play, Demarion Jones had a huge block to seal the edge for Lambert to get outside there. If he wasn't able to seal that block there just on the right side of your screen and lay a pancake out on Sam Stewart, I don't know if Lambert would have been able to get there over for the first down, but once Lambert has open space, you got to expect that he's going to find it.
Now, the Legends continue to move. Once again, a handoff to Lambert. Straight up the gut this time. And a nice gain once again. This Legends team has been riding the run game all game long, just like they did last week when Lambert had 283 yards and 3 touchdowns. Once again, Lambert having a huge performance this week.
And he's been He's rushed over 200 yards in this one. The first quarter, he rushed over 100 yards alone, just showing you his dominance, and this has just been another one of those slow drives for the Legends.
Now it's Bronte Johnson who ends up with the handoff, jukes some defenders all the way inside the 5-yard line. Bronte Johnson just weaving through traffic all the way to the 5.
They love those touch passes to Johnson as he's just so effective with the ball in his hands. Now he's going to come off just after that big play there, so you got to expect maybe a play to Lambert, maybe an option run here without Johnson on the field.
Dickerson gonna be in gun. Lambert with him in the backfield. Takes a snap, hands it off to Lambert, straight up the middle. This time the Spartans defensive line gets the play, stopping the Bruins right about at the line of scrimmage, setting up a 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line.
This is huge right here, and you got to wonder when Homestead starts to use their timeouts as there's only 1:45 left.
Now Bodie in the gun, hands it off to Lambert, straight up the middle. A goal line push all the way near the end zone. We'll see what the official ruling is on this. And it is a touchdown. The Legends push all the way to the end zone. Cut it down to 1. And we'll see what they opt to do here. Down 1, 1:33 left. They have a chance to tie or take a lead with a 2-point conversion.
And it looks like they're going to be going for 2. We've seen them go for 2 a lot this year. This is going to be a huge play right here.
As Bodie Dickerson was out on the far side, lined up as a receiver just a couple moments ago. And he is going to be out as a receiver. Brashawn Bassett in shotgun on this 2-point conversion attempt. Rolling out to the right side, throwing it to the end zone, and it is caught. Devon Doty, he reels that one in, makes it a 50-49 lead for the Legends. We saw in the game against the Snyder Panthers, the Northside Legends went for 2, down 2 late in the game, weren't able to convert when it was a pass connection attempt between Bodie Dickerson and Devon Doty. But that time, Doty makes up for it, making that 2-point conversion successful.
And that's just a great play call right there. You see Brissett in the backfield. You see him roll out to his right, expect him to run it without Dickerson back there, and then at the last second, throw it to Doty for that 2-point conversion. Just a great play call there by Northside, but there's still 1:33. We've seen the Spartans start with good field position almost every single drive. You've got 3 timeouts. You only need a field goal to win. You got to expect they need to get to about the 20-yard line of Northside to kick the field goal. But right here, it's just going to be really interesting to see where they start their field, where they start this drive, and also how they utilize their timeouts.
Just a 1-point lead for the Legends. At one point, they were down 14 points in this second half. Now up by 1. Ramirez lined up, ready to kick this one away. The Legends just took the lead over the Homestead Spartans after a rushing touchdown from Jonte Lambert that was followed up by a PAT, or a 2-point conversion by the Legends. As Ramirez sends this one away, Oxier, the return man, brings it out to the 25, down the left sideline, all the way to the 40, pushing his way and pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Nice return there to set up this drive for the Homestead Spartans offense.
Now the Spartans at the 43-yard line starting their drive. Here they need about 37 yards to get into field goal range. They've got 3 timeouts, plenty of time to do it. They can run the ball, get the clock going. But right now, you got to be feeling pretty good in the position you're in if you're Coach Tillman.
Now it's going to be 1st down and 10 for this Homestead Spartans offense. Quarterback Peyton Slavin is going to lead the drive here as Johnson's going to be the back. Hands it off to Johnson on the first play of this drive. He breaks out for the 1st down. He's still going, powering his way, and the ball came out. We're going to see who recovered it. No official ruling yet. Northside says they have it, and they do. Northside Legends come up with a big turnover to take possession and potentially seal this one as the Legends are trying to get their first win ever over the Homestead Spartans.
What a huge defensive play, and honestly, it's just the most fit way for this game to go. Another fumble. This time it's the Spartans with the fumble. We saw it start with Lambert having a fumble on their first possession, and then their last defensive possession, they might end it with a fumble recovery.
And before this possession even begins, we're just waiting for this Legends offense to come out onto this field. The Spartans, though, still with their timeouts, and still with their 3 timeouts, can stop the clock 3 times. And it's all about this defense now that has to come up with a big stop for the Spartans to have a chance to come back from this 1-point deficit and knock off the Legends. As Dickerson's going to be leading this drive for the Northside Legends. Just taking their time to set up this play. Lambert once again going to be the back end for this Legend squad. Takes a snap. Lambert going to get the carry once again. Very close to the 1st down marker. And he's going to move the chains. As a timeout will be called by the Homestead Spartans. Their first timeout. But now just 2 remain as the Northside Legends continue to try and milk this one out. And what a comeback and what a performance by Northside all around in this ball game.
It's just been a crazy game. They were down 14 points a minute into the second half, but they have fought back. Since then, they've scored 29 points and only allowed 14 points. But right now, if you're the Spartans defense, I don't know if this would be crazy to say, but would you let Lambert score just to get the ball back because of how good he's been running it tonight? I don't know if you can expect your defense to make a stop here, as it's just been Lambert completely dominating.
And it would be very interesting to see if Homestead were to let that happen, if Lambert would have the awareness to just lay down. So now on this 1st down, it's going to be Dickerson. Once again handing off to Lambert. And he's brought down, this time right by the 1st down marker, or right at near the line of scrimmage. Setting up a 2nd down at about 9 as a timeout is called by the Homestead Spartans. 1:09 left in the ball game. Homestead just down by 1 with 1 timeout now remaining.
This game has just been back and forth for the whole night, and just crazy performances from both teams, and a great job by the Legends to just stick in this game and potentially be able to come out with another close 1-possession game, but this time coming away with a win.
And even if this were to go perfectly for the Homestead Spartans, they still would not have much time remaining even if they can get 2 stops here and force the Bruins to punt. As Bodie Dickerson and Jonte Lambert are out there trying to steal this victory for their squad, the Northside Legends. Lambert takes the carry and just slides down after a little gain there. It's going to be a 3rd down and 5 for the Legends now, as the Spartans call their 3rd and final timeout. 1:05 left in the game.
Smart play right there by Lambert to slide down. We talked about it, if he would have that awareness, but definitely seems like he does right now to make sure he just gets down and bounds at all costs. Keep the clock running in this one.
And we've seen a couple of times he's struggled to hold on to the ball. We've seen a couple of fumbles from him tonight. So sliding down there, definitely trying to avoid another fumble, just being so conservative, trying to hold on to this 1-point lead the best they can.
And right here is the ball game. Need a big stop. And even if they get the stop, they're probably only going to get the ball, Homestead that is, get the ball back with 10, 20 seconds. So very limited time if they get the ball back, but they first need to get a big stop right here.
Now Dickerson fakes the handoff, rolling out to the right side, and he's brought down very close to the 1st down marker, as it's going to be about 4th down and 1 now for the Bruins, as the clock just keeps, or for the Legends, as the clock just keeps on running. This is very likely territory where the Legends will try and go for this one, as the difference between the game clock and play clock here is about 17 seconds. Dickerson's going to be in gun. Lambert with him. Takes the snap, hands it off to Lambert. Breaking out to the right side, easily past the 1st down, and gets inside the 35-yard line. And with that, the Legends can just set up in victory formation and kneel this one to seal their first victory over the Homestead Spartans in school history.
What a performance here by the Legends. Offensively, they've overcome their penalties, the fumbles, the defense figured it out enough to make the big stop in the end and get the fumble forced on Cam Johnson. That's what ended up sealing the deal for the Legends.
Dickerson lining up in victory formation now under center. Takes the snap, kneels it, and that will do it. From Dave S. Walters Memorial Stadium, the Northside Legends win it 50-49, knocking off the Homestead Spartans for the first time in school history. And what does that say about Coach Ben Johnson? His 2nd year with this Northside Legends squad. This is a team that hasn't had a winning record since 2013, but right now they're sitting at 4-2 with this win over Homestead.
I'd say there's a very good chance that they end with a winning record. Northside had a very tough start to the year. Now in the easier part, a big win here tonight against Homestead. Northside is here to play.
They are here to play for sure. How about this performance from the Northside Legends? We saw their offense just absolutely explode. We knew Jonte Lambert and Bronte Johnson were elite playmakers, and they showcased that tonight on this field, just playing absolutely phenomenal and unstoppable all night long.
Bronte Johnson showed you why he's a 4-star here tonight. He had 3 touchdowns in this one, and every time the ball was in his hands, you knew he was going to do something explosive with it.
And now we're going to be taking a quick look at some scores around the SAC, as Dwenger was able to win over Concordia 41-12. Lewis was able to beat Northrop 35-10. and Snyder was able to beat Wayne 49-7. And the Carroll Chargers, 58-6 was the score at half, and it's a score at the end of the game as the Chargers were able to dominate the Archers.
Just about everything you would expect around the SAC this week. All the teams that were favorited going into their games all came out with victories. Carroll Southside, no points in the second half after 64 points in that first half and 58 of them by Carroll. Jamie Sullivan is cruising there for the Chargers. Dwenger doing good against Concordia. And then Snyder, once again, another huge performance.
And, well, it was an amazing atmosphere, an amazing game tonight. Before we go, Noah, any final thoughts on the game?
Well, this Northside team is definitely one to watch out for. Even though they already lost to Snyder and Carroll, I think there's a very good chance that they're going to finish third this season in the SAC.
And with that, we're going to wrap things up. Thank you to all our sponsors who help make these broadcasts possible. And thank you to everyone that watched the game tonight. Until next time, this is Homestead Live, wishing you a splendid evening.